Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another exciting episode of Oh, your show. That's right. It's the Kickout Crew. And sorry to start it on low, but we're gonna rise up to, because the cream rises to the top. This is our 2-year anniversary episode. Some would say it's episode 104. I would say it's 2 years, baby. Look at us. We ain't changed. We ain't sold out yet. But hey, and thank you for being part of the ride. And how can you be part of this ride? Well, you can go to our socials. It's Kick Out Crew on all of our socials. You could listen wherever you get your podcast, and why not check us out on Premier Wrestling YouTube channel? That is exclusively on Premier Wrestling YouTube. But yeah, we're kicking this episode off right because it's the 2-year anniversary. That's like 700 days with these fools. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot to do. And man, I we talked about the agenda last week. Of course, Brad wasn't here, and I don't want to, talk way too much because we're going to be talking a whole lot this episode. So, Brad, what is today's agenda?
Well, good to be back, everybody. So, as James was saying, this is our 2-year anniversary. Congratulations, guys! We did it. We made it. I was talking to John Alba this weekend a little bit, and he says most podcasts, 90%, do not make it past 5. Well, the little engine that could just keeps on couldn't, if you know what I'm saying. So we're going to do this the right way with one of my favorite WrestleManias, and that is Yesselmania. And that is today's agenda.
Because why not? Why not, talk about your show and talk about how you feel and how you want to feel. And hey, maybe 200 times or 104 times, relax your mind. And what better way to relax your mind than the yes movement, right?
So what are the odds of the guy that does the outline that misses last week's show gets to come on and do his favorite WrestleMania? How's that? It's funny how that works.
Nice. I think we planned it about 75 episodes ago.
I wouldn't say was it that
far
ago?
No.
The guy that did the outline gets to
at least
talk
30
first.
ago.
Hey, when we played this, and then a couple of weeks ago, it was like, dude, you got to cover the New Day. So, this transcends space and time, as they say. I don't know, man. I'm pretty pumped about it. I guess we got to get into well, hey, why not fucking start it off hot? Because we are doing WrestleMania 30, the Yes Movement. It's Yesomania. That was 10 years ago, and this is our 2-year episode. And what better way to honor our fans than with the Yes Movement? Because guess what? What caused the Yes Movement? The fans. It wasn't the booking. They would have had a Hollywood Batista versus Randy Orton, but nay. The script changed, and it kind of felt like the script changed this year. But yeah, we better get into it because this is going to be a long episode. So if you remember, WrestleMania 30 started with Daniel Bryan, or is there a build to this?
There is, but you can do the intro first.
Before we all get really seriously, before we get started. Shout out to Shane, man. Going to Philly and representing Kick Out Crew, man. So that means a lot to us, man. So thank you. Appreciate it, buddy.
You got our sign on Raw and friend of the show, and that's dope as fuck.
Right behind John Cena, too. It could have happened to a nicer guy.
Brad went there for the whole weekend, didn't do shit. But Shane, shout out Shane, got our sign on TV and stuff.
Yeah.
That's somebody's dedicated.
You know what else is dedicated? Match 1. So what is match 1? It is Daniel Bryan versus Triple H from the Mercedes-Benz Dome in New Orleans, Louisiana. Man, Bourbon Street is the shit. If you've ever been to Mardi Gras, shout out. If you haven't been, might as well go. But this took place April 6th, 2014 in the Mercedes-Benz. I don't know. I kind of hate the Saints. Like, fuck them. Sweet ass dome. It housed a lot of people during Katrina and everything. Yeah. But yeah, the Saints, who cares about, good stuff? Go Dallas. There's not really any foliage out there, if y'all notice.
It just looks really nice to me.
Yeah. And it's loud. They say it's like one of the loudest places on the planet.
It looks nice. I like it.
Yeah, I don't have anything negative to say about it, other than it looks like something maybe like a nightlight.
Yeah.
But that's not negative, is it? Okay, then. Where we are.
Yeah. Good stuff,
all
guys.
cylinders.
Well, hey, welcome back. It had a match length of 25 minutes and 57 seconds. It had an attendance of 75,167. And here's the thing. With the buy rate, it was on the network. So supposedly 690,000 bought it and 670,000 streamed it on the network. Supposedly. I wouldn't quote those numbers. But yeah, Melty Melts and the Funky Bunch, he gave it 4.25 stars. 5. I get the fuck out of that. Yeah, 4.25 stars. So hey, how did we get here?
Well, if all of you remember on episode 100, when James started at WrestleMania 13, you're in for it now. Let me tell you what. There's never been, and I have typed this out, folks. I have been waiting for this for many, many, many weeks.
Hey, you better bring the emotion, though, Brad, because this thing is all about the emotion. So you better bring it.
There's never been a more organic underdog story in the WWE, more powerful and captivating, and storytelling shifting as that of Daniel Bryan. The former indie sensation, then going by his real name, Bryan Danielson, joined the WWE in 2010. But despite a run as a babyface following his return from exile, the choke, if you guys remember.
Justin Roberts.
From exile, like I said, at SummerSlam 2010, Daniel Bryan became a heel during his first World Heavyweight Championship reign, which resulted in his bizarre 18-second loss to Sheamus at WrestleMania 28.
Ooh.
Ringside valet AJ Lee distracted him with a kiss. This resulted in a feud against CM Punk. As the WWE scrambled to find the right way to utilize the diminutive grappler, but his foray into the tag team division would begin the build to one of the greatest moments in WrestleMania history. Following an unsuccessful attempt at CM Punk's WWE Championship at Money to Bank 2012, Raw General Manager AJ Lee began to make Bryan's life hell by putting him against Kane. They met at SummerSlam 12 with Bryan pulling out the victory, but the two were so volatile that the two were ordered to attend anger management classes on AJ Lee's orders.
Hell no.
The resulting group therapy led to forced alliance of the two as they were entered into the #1 contenders match on Raw on September 10, 2012 against the primetime players, Titus O'Neil and Darren Young, to face the tag team champions, Kofi Kingston, and wait for this one, R-Truth, at Night of Champions 2012. Not only did the duo win the #1 contendership, they defeated the champs at Night of the Champions and became the new tag team champions of the WWE. Soon after, the team was dubbed Team Hell No, in reference to Kane's hellacious nature and Daniel Bryan's heel no chance. While fans were initially perplexed by such an odd pairing, they soon became fan favorites due to the odd couple dynamic of the two drastically different characters and wrestlers. So much so that Team Hell No held the WWE titles for a whopping 245 days, the longest reign since Carlito and Primo. They finally lost the titles to The Shield, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins at Extreme Rules 2013 after several attempts to recapture the gold. Team Hell No, unfortunately, dissolved in July of that year. Following the end of Team No, a revitalized Daniel Bryan re-entered the singles division closer to the main event than he'd ever been in some time. His no chance had morphed into now iconic fan-friendly yes chance, and fans were rallying behind the former world champion like never before in the WWE. At the 2013 Money in the Bank, Daniel Bryan vied for the contract for WWE Championship shot, but it was ultimately won by I hear voices in my head, they talk to me. Yeah, Randy Orton.
Good shit.
As Adam Abama's favorite. Due to Curtis Axel's outside interference, preventing Bryan from winning. But the next night on Raw, WWE Champion John Cena declared his SummerSlam opponent would indeed be, yes, Daniel Bryan, which infuriated the chairman, Vince McMahon, who deemed Bryan unfit for fitting the mold of the stereotypical WWE champion. Oddly, Triple H defended Daniel Bryan and allowed the match to take place at SummerSlam 2013. And at that SummerSlam, Daniel Bryan did beat John Cena 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. And there were congratulations. And just when you think it's over, it's not over. Because Triple H turns on Daniel Bryan with the pedigree. And who comes out? Randy Orton. And cashes in his Money in the Bank championship.
Ring the bell. Ring it.
Bryan got his rematch at September's Night of Champions 2013, defeating the Viper for the WWE Championship once again. But the following night, Triple H and the Authority stripped Bryan of the title, declaring that the acting referee, Road Dogg's brother, Scott Armstrong, had issued a fast count. The two were rebooked for a match at Hell in a Cell that year in October, and just when it looked like Bryan was going to reclaim the gold, special guest referee Michaels delivered the sweet chin music to Bryan to assist Orton in capturing the gold once again. HB say it was retaliation for Bryan's treatment of his best friend Triple H. With the Authority now firmly backing Randy Orton as their champion, Orton would unify the WWE and Heavyweight Championship at TLC 13, and Daniel Bryan's road to championship gold seemed just to be off limits. Following his defeat to Randy Orton and betrayal of his trainer and mentor Shawn Michaels, a dejected Daniel Bryan was attacked by the Wyatt family the following night on Raw. Bryan briefly reteamed with the old foe CM Punk to fend off the Wyatts, but at TLC 2013, Bryan was beaten down by Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan, and Luke Harper in a 3-on-1 handicap match. Throughout the weeks, Bray Wyatt tried to convert Daniel Bryan to his cause, offering guidance to Bryan through his battles. I viewed you as a minuscule creature chasing this uphill war that you could never win, Wyatt would tell Bryan. How long are you willing to live this lie? How long until they discover that your dirty little feet are soiling their red carpets? I understand you, Bryan. I see you for what you really are, but they look at you like some kind of circus clown here for their amusement. They look at you like a gorilla in a cage, son, and I see you as a monster that you are. Bryan would rebuff Wyatt's advances for weeks, but on December 30th, Bryan would finally cave and turn to the only people who seemed to be on his side in his war against the Authority. He joined them.
Let him in.
Bray Wyatt would spend the next few weeks developing Bryan's killer instinct, rebuilding his confidence after his previous encounter with the Authority. Teaming alongside the Wyatts, they would begin to feud with the Usos, and finally, on January 13, following a steel cage match loss to the Usos, Bryan would assert his rebuilt confidence and turn on Bray Wyatt. And in a moment, akin to the Emperor demanding Darth Vader to strike him down.
Yeah, he gave out the suit. Yes.
In his WWE DVD, Just Say Yes, Bryan revealed that it was originally planned that he would remain a part of the Wyatt family for much longer and he'd go full-blown heel. He was scheduled to face Sheamus in a rematch of the 18-second debacle. But thanks largely to the Michigan State college basketball fans who started the Yes chant,
right?
The WWE creative decided to capitalize on Bryan's mainstream popularity and enter him back into the event storyline. Daniel Bryan would take newfound focus to the singles division, first for his former mentor, facing former mentor Bray Wyatt in a losing effort at Royal Rumble 14. And despite the fans' displeasure at Bryan not entering the Royal Rumble, yes, Rey Mysterio actually got booed as the number 30 entrant.
Mm-hmm.
The WWE had bigger plans for Bryan's character. The Michigan State Yes chant wasn't the only factor in Daniel Bryan's impending run. Following the Royal Rumble, CM Punk legitimately walked out on WWE, leaving
No way.
leaving Triple H without a WrestleMania opponent. Batista, who had returned to WWE in December after a 3-year absence, was nearly immediately turned on by the fans, destroying the WWE's plans of having Batista as their top babyface. The Authority's champion, Randy Orton. It wouldn't be long before Batista would rejoin his former Evolution stablemate, Triple H and Orton, in the Authority. With WrestleMania 30 on the horizon, the Authority would then begin to do everything in their power to prevent Daniel Bryan from hitting the grandest stage of them all. In the months leading up to WrestleMania in New Orleans, Bryan would face every challenger thrown at him, but Authority refused to put Daniel in the match at WrestleMania. He entered the Elimination Chamber 2014, but failed to beat Orton for the title. He needed a way to get to the champion and his gold. So for weeks leading up to WrestleMania, Bryan taunted COO Triple H until the game on the night that he brought the Yes Movement to the ring and hijacked Raw. And unfortunately for Triple H, had relented and agreed to face Daniel Bryan in a match at the Showcase of Immortals. If Bryan could defeat Triple H, he would enter into the championship match between champion Randy Orton and Royal Rumble winner Batista. And that is your build.
Fuck yeah. I like it.
Well, thanks, everybody. That's our show. Glad y'all could be here. And don't forget to tip your waitress.
It is a true underdog story.
That was longer than the damn match itself. Oh,
I don't know about all that now.
So
it was close.
Did we not like the build?
I like it. Yeah.
All right. Well,
we need to put a limit on how far back we need to go.
Wait, 2010's too far?
Like, I didn't know we was at WrestleMania 18 when we started that build.
Born in 1986.
So we are going to start right at 28 minutes and 20 seconds of WrestleMania 30, which is WrestleMania Season 30, Episode 1, 28 minutes, 20 seconds. Now, there is a great lead into this match that kind of basically does what I just did. If you have time, watch it because it is fantastic.
But you don't need that build because we had Brad doing it.
2010, baby. And Adam, that was for you, brother. So if you guys are ready, I will do the countdown. And it's not going to be the traditional 1, 2, 3. It's going to be the yes, yes, yes. All right. So when I say yes, 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 go, we're going to go. Yes, yes, yes. Play.
Season 30. 2 or 28, whatever. 2020. We got Stephanie.
Yes, we do.
Stephanie's in the ring.
I love the outfit.
You know it's fire. She's in the ring.
Dude, hey, think about this. So she came out and her and Hunter, there's rumors about whatever. But the fact that she came out and said, this is the first WrestleMania in the Paul Levesque era.
Fantastic.
Like Vince being a dad, like I know he's a piece of shit or whatever, but Vince being a dad and seeing his daughter be like, this is the first one without you, like, because that was a dart. Like they could have done the show without saying that. That was a dart directly at him.
They got a huge pop. You're talking to the right crowd. I'll tell you that.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like below the surface.
I got you.
So there's not too many times in my life that I wish I could be somebody else for a minute. But this is one of them times right here. Triple H comes up with Sasha Banks.
Yes.
Charlotte.
Yes.
Alexa Bliss.
Yes.
And then it has Stephanie McMahon waiting on him in the ring.
Yeah, I know. And of course, we didn't know that at the time. But they're so recognizable now, even with their masks on. Are you all right there, Devin?
Nope.
Yeah, honestly, I was about to comment. When Bayley just came out at WrestleMania, it kind of reminded me of this entrance right here a little bit. It wasn't the same thing, but it felt a little similar.
King of Kings, huh?
So this is kind of Arabic right here to you?
Not Arabic, but she had the guys carrying her while he has the girls like praising him. That was my first thought when I seen Bayley coming out, was that reminds me of this entrance.
She's been getting a bunch of crap for her WrestleMania 40 attire entrance or whatever. Who cares, man? Let her do her thing.
Man, Sasha looks so young.
They all do.
Not that they look bad now or by any means. I just mean like this is 10 years ago.
Right? That blonde is not doing any favors.
This is just a hell of an entrance here by Triple H. Takes the crown mask off and then it's going to go right into the game.
Can't wait for Charlotte to come back. It'll be cool. What if Charlotte does like a really badass match with Jade and kind of makes her.
I can see it.
I'd rather see Jade and Bianca.
Oh,
Already?
big time. Big time. I would like that.
He's
Power
gonna
versus
squash a couple
power.
of people first, right?
Yeah, probably.
So,
do you want to talk about a match with no doubt was that match at WrestleMania?
Oh, yeah. The big old, make Jade look good and protect her with a triple tag, whatever.
I wish we had like our results, when we did the predictions, because my night 2, perfect.
well, speaking of that, while we got
Oh,
coming
God.
out, let's go ahead and run it down. In 5th place, very last place, with 0 points on the score, our very own Devin Dowley.
Yeah.
Sweet
I
ass
don't
salmon
understand.
shirt, though. Sweet salmon shirt.
I
Yeah,
didn't
speaking of
even
Mike, he only
get your
did half
text
of mine.
message, so.
And in 4th place, with 8 points, we have our producer, Brian.
Yeah,
See,
figures.
here's the thing, Devin. You didn't play. He actually played, and he sucked and got 4th place.
I didn't get your text
I
message.
did call that cash in though. I did call
Tied,
that.
That
tied
gets you
for
to 8 more
3rd
points.
place, me and James with 9 points. In 2nd place with 11 points, Brad.
Boo.
I got to turn my speakers up real quick. Hang on, go ahead. Go ahead, Mike.
With 12 points is Adam in 1st place. But we had a cash in. So, running in with his cash in, and the new winner with 5 extra points, is our
Random.
producer, Bryant, with 13 points.
This reminds me of
Collusion.
whose line is it anyway, where the points
Collusion.
don't matter.
It looks like collusion on that one.
So, congratulations, Bryant. You may not go to hell, maybe not receive a t-shirt.
Good
in the middle of the
Lord.
day.
James, I know how you feel about Triple H, and it's noted. But everybody
Yeah,
said
that is the game. Do you want to play it?
a
We just
selfish,
played a game.
Wait, James doesn't like Triple H?
I don't think he's selfish, is what I'm
I
getting
had
at.
no idea.
Do you know that Triple H is 10
You can check 103 episodes.
Well, how did I miss that?
I will say, the new age Triple H, the fact that he's out of it now, that's cool. He's booking a lot of good shit. I'll give him that.
Oh man, this entrance. These people are ready for it, for Daniel Bryan.
Dude, they are pumped. The whole crowd is pumped the whole match, too. I mean, I know we'll talk about that, but they are fucking hook, line, and single. Dude, they are hook, line. And I mean, come on. Like, are they going to have him open well, spoiler. But it's going to happen, dude. And it is everybody's invested, dude. Look at that.
And I give Triple H props, man, because he's got the pull. If he didn't, the result of these matches, if he didn't want that to happen, he could have changed it.
That's what I mean. Not selfish.
Well, and here's another thing. If Daniel Bryan was fighting someone else, probably wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But the fact that he's fighting Triple H, that's a good comeuppance and a good credibility on this type of climb,
You remember how we talk about full circle with Kofi Kingston a few years later, 5 years later? This is also full circle with Triple H, because Triple H was part of DX, who was anti-authority. Now he's the authority.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
That crowd dude, that crowd is hook, line, and sinker for this, too.
Look at this. Look at this sea of people.
He's playing heel.
This Daniel Bryan is underrated. As over as he was, it is so underrated. And now that we talk about it now, I'm telling you, we talk about Cena, we talk about Rock. We do not talk about this. This is so.
Dude.
Everybody there is rooting for him.
The fact, there's this thing. Like, everybody can say wrestling is whatever. But here's the thing. You walk out, like, you are a person, and you walk into an arena, and there's 20,000 motherfuckers. There's 20,000 motherfuckers cheering for you. Like, that is talent. Like, that is awesome. That is magic. Like, that is the best. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. And I thought for that, when he kissed her like that, when Triple H kissed Stephanie, that should have been like, oh, by the way, I'm at commercial.
Oh,
we are on 150 seconds. So let's talk a little WrestleMania. I'm taking the train.
We got to pause it?
Well,
yep.
150 seconds, Mom.
Does your dick not get hard? Is this our blue shoe spot?
So I'm taking the train. I'm walking to the hotel from the train station, and I'm in. I have
with
two
a flaccid dick.
2 backpacks, and I have my suitcase, and I'm wearing a 4 Horsemen jacket. You want to talk about sticking out like a sore thumb in your own town as a tourist, okay, in Philadelphia? Give me a break. I was a freaking mark, man. And I'm not talking about a mark for wrestling. I was a mark for being a tourist. I'm telling you, man, that was scary. So I met Shane at the hotel bar, and guess what the hotel bar was? Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. What the fuck is going on here? That is a high-end hotel bar, right? Man.
How much are your beers?
$17?
What?
I made that up. I don't remember. But,
dickhead, I knew that.
But it wasn't
I drank
cheap.
free drinks every night.
I'm back on.
Shout out Devin.
I'm not back on. I have 87 more seconds here. So
I need to pause mine or something?
yeah.
Yeah, we all gotta pause ours for Brad. Fucking
Devin, yours weren't free because you paid for the all-exclusive package. You paid for it somewhere down the road, pal.
$5.
All right, that's fair.
Fair enough, right? So I spent the first Thursday night when you guys were recording at Meanie Mania, which is at McCusker's Bar in South Philly. Man, I tell you what, contact high. I was starving. They weren't even serving food there. But there was wall-to-wall people. I got to talk with Elliot Greenberg for 15 minutes because he's just there hanging out. Now, if anybody doesn't know who Elliot is, just a guy that's been in the wrestling business a long time, writes for Writes Wrestling, knows everything. Good dude, really good dude. He's on a lot of these documentaries and everything like that. He was there.
Again?
What? No, I'm 40 seconds to go. So,
good Lord.
So, by the way,
it's hilarious.
Braun Strowman, I can't help it. Braun Strowman was there that night, and for some reason, just sitting at the bar, I couldn't get near him though. It was pretty cool. What about this double elevator business? Where I have to get on the elevator and then get on another elevator to go to my room? I mean, I have to piss. Not to mention, I already said goodbye to these people. But I gotta get on the same elevator with them again. I'm done. 1 elevator per. All right, so we're back in 9, 8.
What's the deal?
7, 6, 5.
That's crazy. Your ad breaks that long.
3, 2, 1, play.
Do you have Triple H and Daniel?
Just looking at each other right
35,
now.
34 is where I'm at.
I'm at 35, 33, 34.
Good Lord. Professional podcast.
Well, yeah, like Tony. He's never on the same page as either.
Hey. Better than, equal than, different than, whatever the fuck.
Speaking of podcasts, man, shout out Zoel.
Shout out Zoel.
Shout out Zoel.
For starting his new one, man. And I'm looking forward to it.
He shouted out the Kick Out crew. He shouted out Adam from Bama. He shouted out James Elkerai.
Wrestling with Addiction.
That is a great title.
Yeah, I have not listened to it yet.
It's only 29 minutes, James. You're good.
It's like a precursor to what he's going to do.
So he's going to make it about a half hour.
Oh, it was episode 0? You're talking about
episode 0.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, hey, man, look at that crowd. But hey, I'm proud of Soul. Hey, step up to the plate, bro, and fucking swing.
Be looking for your boy on a later episode.
What do you guys think of Daniel Bryan being wrapped up?
Well, he's been hurt.
I get it, but isn't it a target?
That's the DDP effect.
That's the story, Brad.
I like it better when it finally comes off. Not gonna lie. What are those signs in the crowd, huh?
I tell you what, that KT tape or whatever it's called looks so much better than all this Ace bandage and tape like that.
Or the new tape they got?
And the new tape they got, yeah, it looks so much better than having looks like white tape and Ace bandages all around your shoulder.
Hey, Mike, next break, be ready for your meat minute.
Definitely got them legs, though, huh?
We all have legs, James.
Right? Well, Adam, see, now.
I've got legs.
Not everybody
I don't
does.
know. There's one leg.
All right, I don't know where we're going here, but we're going to drop it right now.
How often do you guys think Stephanie's heels get stuck in those mats?
Oh, man, that is a great question for Bruce.
Probably too often.
How often do you no, I'm just going to hush.
I bet she's got a rubber pad or something on the bottom, so that doesn't happen.
All right.
James,
I bet it would happen.
Who are the announcers?
Oh, man, I'm glad you asked. I got to pull up my notes. Is it Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler, and John Bradshaw Layfield?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes, thank God.
And Adam, who do we have here as far as referees go?
That's Little Nate's Charles Robinson.
Oh, yeah, Charles
Who actually did the main event for WrestleMania 40.
True.
Yes, he did.
That
what a
bring
main
it all
event it
together.
was, huh?
I'm glad you told us that in the time and not like a minute and a half later.
We might hear about a few other WrestleMania matches that he refereed.
That's a 2-year episode.
We'll get there.
Oh yeah. Whenever y'all want to have fun, be my guest.
God forbid we shut up for a minute, right?
It's a 2-year episode. It's lame shit. We ain't said
All right,
nothing about
Devin.
2 years.
All right, Devin. What is going on?
Yeah, your salmon ass shirt is putting you under the sea.
Something is going on.
Are you
What has
about to
happened?
retire,
Are you
Devin?
in trouble down there? Yeah, you're
Devin's
down.
retiring. That's why he's got the salmon shirt. He's about to retire.
I told you. I called
I
it. I
wasn't
called
gonna.
it. Go ahead.
Thumbs up.
This is his Mark Henry moment.
No, nothing. I'm good.
Just
There we go.
Yeah, so your remark earlier, Brian, about James, I still owe you one.
Oh, who won what? Who?
I look forward to it, buddy.
I mean, I know y'all are like twins or whatever, but I mean, just because we go to the same destination together doesn't mean we went together. But what time Cody y'all at?
About 40-32.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
20.
3, 4, 5.
Well, I can go 10 seconds up. No big deal. I'm at 43.7, 43.8, 43.9.
Oh, 10 seconds, that's all I need.
That's all I need is 10 seconds.
I can be back dressed and back in bed by then.
Damn right.
Already wiping up the tears, with the clean. Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
one's crying, you or her?
Why me? She's already texted somebody else. Yeah.
My 9 o'clock is finished. My 9:05 is next.
No, 9:00 and 23 seconds.
So Triple H on the outside here with Stephanie. For those of you that maybe aren't watching at home, it's kind of amazing that Daniel Bryan has any kind of advantage here. And I don't know if I'd be jumping off the top of the turnbuckle on the outside with a bad shoulder. Oh,
Right.
And
No,
that
that
is,
injury.
that looks like he went shoulder first right into the barricade. Whether it was a camera angle or if it really happened, I don't know, but it looked like it hurt.
Yeah,
That's like Kevin Dunn. Kevin Dunn's still there. So
looking at Triple H and Stephanie, you talking about somebody that outkicked their coverage? Daniel Bryan outkicked his coverage by 200 yards.
Well, just so you know, anybody that's with any Bella has outkicked their coverage.
Amen. Blows my mind. Apparently, I'm not eating the right stuff or something.
the right stuff.
But isn't that kind of what got Bryan in trouble in the first place? Like with getting hurt and stuff, is his style, jumping off, the top like that, and
he's not. Yeah, he is injury prone at times. I mean, he gets hurt a lot.
And the crazy thing is, he's like a submission specialist or whatever, and he does all that extra crap for no reason. He don't need to. That's his ROH stuff. He ain't gonna do it now.
Good punch. He's all the way to the outside.
That evil smile of Stephanie.
I like the out of nowhere flip over the chair. Just to add to the fucking. Oh, we're going out here on the tables or whatever.
There 3 commentary tables.
There's more than that now, isn't there?
I mean, just right there at ringside.
Hell, there's 85 for WrestleMania.
Oh, there's a. Oh boy, in the white tux.
Ricardo.
Yes.
Ricardo Rodriguez. Is that right?
Yes, sounds right.
He's very much involved in. He's very much involved in MLW.
Yes. Yes. MLW. What about the rumors of Fall 2 getting signed?
Wasn't he
I wish you would have been here by now.
He's a Alberto guy, right?
Yes.
Alberto's guy. Yeah, he was. Apparently, he's a real good dude, but he always has that heelish way about him,
Yeah. You gotta play your gimmick.
Oh, there's just something about that foreign gimmick that this shows up as a heel sometimes, and that was him and Alberto.
It seems like WWE kind of pushed that narrative to where the Canadians or
any other country, you're a heel.
yeah, I mean they kind of pushed that narrative, really.
What's kind of cool right now with the NW or the LWO, kind of being split with Delgado Falfaz. I can never say it right.
I almost got it.
Legado del Fantasma.
Fantasma. Like, I love that they split that up. And by the time this airs, Carlito might have already turned heel, right?
Yeah, right. I'm waiting on that.
I see it coming. Yeah.
He was definitely the one behind the whole thing.
He did it for
I
the
think
Rock.
he plays better as a heel.
I think they all do, except for Ray.
Oh, Ray, yeah.
But we never really had a big heel run with Ray.
Never. No, that's what I mean. He's the only one that can't.
Well,
he can't
no,
be
when he was part of the Locos or whatever in WCW, no mask. But it was kind of like that wasn't a good, heel run.
So this whole underdog story with the shoulder wrapped, he's what, a 6 inches shorter than Triple H, about 60 pounds less than Triple H, and he's hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if he does win, he's got to fight again.
And he's not good enough, Brad, because he's not
a B plus player. A B plus player.
Exactly.
I think it's the hair. That's what it has to do. It has to do with his hair.
It's the hair, the beard.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's more beard. He's not tall enough to have a beard.
That's a very interesting quote.
All right, so how about when I was in Seattle a few days ago, James wanted to go to Aberdeen, which is where Daniel Bryan's from. And I don't know why he wanted to take that 2-hour and 15-minute drive out there just because that's where he's from, thinking, hey, we might see him. So for shits and giggles, I pull up his name and find an address, and I start telling James, hey, I got his address. You want to go see his house? And we pulled up. I've seen nicer houses on my street here in Alabama. Nope. Funny thing is, he lives in Arizona with the Millas. So that was another funnier thing. But I had James believing he was there.
So early in the morning on Friday, I meet up with Adam O'Neill, Chops, right? Nice. And we're walking down the streets of Philadelphia, just looking for some place to eat. We're just kind of walking, talking. We finally find a restaurant. We get in there, and my phone blows up. Like, it's blowing up, and the news is blowing up. Why? Because there was a 4.8 earthquake over in Jersey that my wife was affected by, my work was affected by. Guess what? We didn't feel shit. And my work is on one side, and my home is on another side, and we didn't feel anything. I'm in the middle of it. So I thought that was pretty funny. And then there was an aftershock later. And even Matt M was talking to me about it. I'm like, what are we talking about? Everybody felt this thing, but us? Not in Philly, apparently. Anyway, I don't know.
For everybody paying attention at home, Brad is paused because he doesn't have he has ads.
Yes, I have ads. I tried not to get ads today, but it is not I couldn't do it. Not because of the $5, just because my Xfinity provider provides Peacock, and you can't make changes.
Yeah, so. I understand. I got the Hulu Disney bundle thing, and it's the same type of deal.
So, Brad, how bad was it on night one with it being so cold?
It was pretty cold, but tolerable. I had my Four Horsemen jacket on. Shout out Arn Anderson. Got to meet him this weekend, but it was cold. It just kept getting colder. It went to about 10 after 11, and then we waited in line at the subway for like 45 minutes because an Uber was $100, but a subway's $2.50. I'm going to a hotel. I'm not going home,
Right.
But it was cold, but I mean, listen, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been raining.
Well, you're excited and everything else, so you're moving around and doing everything. They said night 2 was a lot better.
Night 2 was about 10 degrees warmer, I would say. And I didn't even wear a coat. I just wore a kick-out crew sweatshirt. So,
you're used to that cold weather anyway. So,
I'm back. By the way, I started talking and forgot. Go ahead and hit it. Yes, you guys back?
Yeah,
that's right. I see Triple H and Daniel Bryan in the ring.
You see 2 split screens.
What time code are we at?
Right now, I am at. I can change it though. 46.7, 46.08, 46.9.
You're good there.
Another kiss, another freaking kiss here. You're just asking for trouble.
They just showing the love. That's what they're doing.
And Daniel Bryan back in the ring now. Just looks like it's hopeless at this point.
It really, dude. No lie, I was watching this with Brandon last night, and he was like, "Oh, so what happens? So what happens?" And I told him like, "Oh, Triple H wins, and then Daniel Bryan won, and then the triple threat." He was like, "What happens? What happens?" I was like, "Oh, Hollywood Batista wins," and then but he was hook, line, and sinker for all of this stuff. That's wrestling. It's good. Like it's a great wrestling. It's a wrestling story, and it had everybody fucking hook, line, and sinker to it. Like you can look at the crowd and they are all invested.
Crossface on Daniel Bryan, and we all got mesmerized for a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, all that tape on his hands and stuff. I wonder how uncomfortable that is on Daniel Bryan's face. Because Triple H wears all that tape like he's a boxer. Goes
You're in the moment, right? You're in the moment. What is that hat you're wearing?
Oh, my Georgia Bulldogs hat.
Okay. Oh yeah, there it is. I was.
Yeah, it's only been 104 episodes, Brad.
I don't know why I was looking at it the wrong way, and it looked like something else.
That's what happens.
That better, homie?
Sure
that is 100% better.
Word.
So Adam O'Neill came to the show with like it was called International Tours or something like that, and there were all these people that traveled together, and he didn't know any of them. I assumed he knew them. He doesn't know them, and it wasn't just Irish. It was English, Indian. Like it was everything. It was really something. I walked with him to the train station for SmackDown for night one. It was totally it's just an experience. You know what I mean? Just an experience, international experience for me. It was enjoyable to do something so different like that. So many different cultures.
I saw that group. That was pretty cool. I
Yeah.
talked to him about it a little bit.
I only got to hang out with him, Devin, for Friday. I know we're talking about this match, but funny story. We were on the subway, and he actually runs into Irish people that that weren't with him, and they're all Irish. And in 10 seconds, they were best fucking friends in the world, and I'm on the outside looking in, and they're talking. I don't understand a word anybody's saying, and they're laughing like they've been friends for years. And then you know what Adam says? He goes, "You know what my favorite part is about this?" And they're like, "What?" He goes, "I don't have to repeat myself." And so then I'm like, I just give him the finger. I give him the double bird. And the guy goes, "Is that your mate?" He goes, I go, "No, I'm just the guy that has to have him keep repeating himself." And then they laugh for another half hour.
He did the same thing in Chicago, man. We went to Hooters and, ate or whatever. And he found a few guys and just made instant friends. But that's just Adam O'Neill, though, man. He's just a cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can do that. You can tell he had a blast.
What do you think of that?
I'm glad he got to go to WrestleMania. That's awesome.
Yeah, he was there from Wednesday to freaking Tuesday.
Well, has he told you about his, what all he's got to go through to get to America and get back home? He's got to go through flights, bus rides, and everything.
He flew into JFK, which is not in Pennsylvania.
When he gets back home, he has to fly in, take like an 8-hour bus ride, and do something else. It's insane. It's gonna do.
And I'm bitching the whole time, and I'm 30 minutes. I'm 30 miles. I'm 30 miles, not my 30 minutes maybe from home. Where are you from? Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Yeah, about 15 miles.
About 20 minutes up.
You should see the traffic.
Where are you from? And I'm at SmackDown. The guy's like, I sat with a German couple.
So what happened to get? You said something about somebody got ejected out of the arena.
They were just causing stuff around him, and finally the guy was flipping out shit because he spilled his drink on his brother, and he said his brother was special, and he is losing his shit on these guys. And I went to the bathroom, came back, and their friend said, "Listen, it's over probably for us because the whole row in front of us was all of a sudden not there." And then they got thrown out. But they were from anywhere but Newtown, Pennsylvania, which is a very, very good part of Bucks County. Those are the guys that get thrown out. I love it.
Bucks.
And they were having a good time. You go there, that's when you're not yourself.
I definitely met a lot of people.
Well, if I'm spending that much on tickets, I'm on my best behavior.
I'm telling you. I mean,
yeah, shirt tucked in, belt, slacks.
I did have a belt. I had a belt. I was not tucked in.
I mean, I already know whatever the rules are. That's me.
Oh, so did you guys just see that off the top?
Oh yeah.
Bomb.
That has to hurt. I've done a flat back bump. Not off the top rope, Adam. Stop giving me shit, dude.
Kendo stick hurts worse.
Oh, speaking of kendo stick, guys, when I started feeling comfortable night one and getting to know everybody around me, we started asking those kinds of questions, okay? Guys, you think those steps hurt? You go. Now you tell me, how about a kendo stick? I was on the show all of a sudden.
Oh, there you go.
Your show.
You're not saying
What
too
they
bad,
say?
you're
You
aluminum.
didn't say what they said.
Most of
What
them
they
said that they don't think the kendo stick hurts, but they think the steps do. I said agreed.
Backwards. That's totally backwards.
No, you've told me it all
The
hurts. you
steps are
liar.
aluminum, then they don't hurt.
Kendo
Unless you
stick's
hit a
hollow.
corner.
Hollow.
Oh, what?
How does Daniel Bryan land on his feet in those situations?
He's
When he's doing
athletic.
that kick in the corner? That's amazing to me. How athletic. I mean, I think they could have done a little better with Stephanie's outfit here.
You think we're going to see more of her on TV now?
I'd like to see a lot of her.
Well,
Oh, wait,
too.
on TV. Oh, okay, got it.
Honestly, I think that there's gonna be more of Stephanie backstage.
Yeah, from
I
what
listened
I-
to Bailey.
What I was saying was
Bailey in that
she's going to be
press
back with them
conference.
too.
Yeah, she was talking about it too, wanting Stephanie to be way more involved. Since all of, the stuff with her father's been going on, she hasn't really been there.
That's probably been really hard.
I
what she's
imagine,
going
but
through, man. I can't imagine.
Yeah, but they ain't no telling how
Bailey
long she's
said
been
she
going through
belongs.
this, though.
yeah, it's her company. She was raised since WrestleMania 3. Like she said
Yeah.
at the start of the pay-per-view. Like this is her company. She needs to be there.
Andre the Giant was her, or no, the Big Show was her best friend, right? When she was little.
So has everybody seen the backstage footage?
Oh
Yeah.
God.
I think they got everybody talking. I know what everybody feels, but I think they got everybody talking, which is what the idea was, wasn't it?
Yes, so.
It did more harm than good.
Did it? I mean, aren't they already kind of in the gutter right now? Let's just go for it.
I think it did.
Let's talk about a guy that's not here no more. That makes perfect sense.
I didn't. You know what? I saw it late. The next day, so
All you gotta do is wait 5 seconds.
I was waiting for way more.
All over Twitter or X, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Speaking of that, on SmackDown, I saw 2 of those speed matches. They recorded those early before SmackDown. That was kind of cool. Never watched those on X, but I liked it. I'm calling it X. I've adapted. X.
On Twitter.
I know Devin's been calling it X since like the 3rd day.
Oh, that's because Devin's with the demographic people.
Well, he's more in tune with the younger crowd than we are.
I think Elon buying Twitter might have been one of the demographics.
Well, it was definitely Mike's first topic.
I don't know. It wasn't like a month straight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So were you guys surprised that I'm watching this back? I kind of forgot. Were you surprised how long this match was?
25.
Knowing that one of these 2 guys is gonna have to do double duty.
And this is the opening match too.
Because this isn't like if Triple H wins, Daniel Bryan's not in it. No, if Triple H wins, he's in the main event.
Yeah.
Like it could be just he's not in it. You know what I mean? That could have been because what does Triple H need to win a championship for?
Triple H wasn't in it. It was gonna be a long match. Triple H would say, "All right, we're going 10 minutes."
So there's a card and there's obviously other wrestlers, but the fact that hey, this is gonna be the opening match and it's gonna go damn near an hour. I bet that kind of ruffles some feathers behind the scenes.
This is one of the best WrestleManias. I know that everybody gets real upset about the Undertaker match, but this WrestleMania is awesome.
This is one of the ones that brought me back in. A dude I was working with was having a WrestleMania party, and he's like, "Hey, dude, it's WrestleMania 30," and I was like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be nostalgia." And, obviously I saw that at the beginning, but that Daniel Bryan story was big, man. I wasn't even watching wrestling, and that Daniel Bryan story was huge.
So Daniel Bryan's a submission.
We didn't get like the big, having a couple legends and stuff like that come out like we did this time this year. Like this one right here, we had Hogan and Brock and Austin and all them.
Well, they came out for the main event this year.
And we had Cena, Undertaker.
Yeah, Brad was there. How was that?
The Rock is still. I know he's been around lately.
What was that gong like, dude? I had to know.
Oh man!
Had to be pop of the night.
Philadelphia loves Taker. That's fact.
Everybody loves Taker. Don't pin this on Philadelphia.
Philadelphians love everybody, though.
Ass would have broke it.
Yeah. Philadelphia had a sign that said we'd still snowball Santa.
Devin, Santa was drunk. All right, so here we go again, jumping out of the ring.
I mean, this kills me. His fuel tank, man.
I'm back at the commercial, guys.
So for those at home, pause again because Brad, I guess has the commercial. And while you're there, yeah, Blue Chew.
Mike's Meat Minute.
I love how Brad's getting all the heat for the commercials, but I'm having to do the same thing.
He's got a minute, Adam.
Do you guys like enchiladas?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about a quick, easy enchilada? Sound good?
Yeah.
Anything quickie sounds good to me.
You want to go to the store and get you the frozen burritos. Okay. Put those in a pan, and you need to get yourself some of the enchilada sauce. Pour it on top. Put some on the bottom. Pour some on top, and cook them just like the bag says to cook the burritos. Cook them just like that. About 5 minutes before they're done, you want to pull them back out. Get some more enchilada sauce. Put on there. If you want some like black olives and stuff like that, you put that on there. Jalapenos. Throw some cheese on there. Throw them back in the oven for another 5 minutes to melt the cheese. Bring them back out, and then you top it with your lettuce, sour cream, extra sauce. Good to go.
And you still have 74 seconds to go, my friend.
Well, good. I still got to get
Last night, I made enchiladas. So that's funny.
Did you really?
Yeah. I made
what we
enchilada noodles.
No, see, I didn't have
Made it
enchiladas.
with rotini.
Did you make real enchiladas or did you just heat up fucking frozen burritos like what Mike said?
We heated up.
No. Made the beef. Erica cut the peppers and onions. Like we cooked it all together. It was black olives. It was good. I can still send pictures.
Fucking Devin's Meat Minute. We should do Devin's Meat Minute.
Yeah, we should.
So how about the next break? We do Devin's demographic. So when I was having breakfast with Adam, though, I had a breakfast enchiladas. It's an enchilada party. By the way, cash only at that restaurant. What kind of bullshit is that?
Cash only at a restaurant?
Yeah, in Philly. What are we talking about? I wasn't even allowed to give cash there a couple years ago because you weren't allowed to touch anything. Now all of a sudden cash only? What are you hiding from the government? It was called Green Eggs. Shout out. It was good.
They're hiding that ham.
Well, anyway, 3, 2, 1, play. That was good, guys. All right. We can do this all the time.
No, I apologize to our listeners. Brad has the ads. So sorry.
Yeah, I love them. We just knocked out Devin's demographic. Or no, whatever it was. Mike's Meat Minute. One of them.
Mike did. Hey, did we jump the shark on Mike's Meat Minute? Because all he did was heat up frozen burritos.
Yeah, but it was longer than one of us.
Yes, but you also had to add the enchilada sauce.
He doctored him up, James. He doctored him up.
Had to add the cheese.
That feels like cheating to me.
It is.
Okay.
I had some things to say there that I decided not to.
Go and order a 50 nugget tray. You know that
Yeah, right. That was jumping the shark. So we got the yes kicks. Is that where you guys are?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I did there. Yes.
So we hit the big one, right?
Yes.
That's the one you usually miss.
Yes.
You mean the Mrs. It Kicks?
Yes.
So do you know the first time I remember him hitting the running knee was against John Cena at SummerSlam?
Yes.
Before that, I'm pretty sure he only did submissions.
Yes.
That's it.
You are correct. Yes.
So do you think Bryant, because that was the reason, because John Cena didn't want to tap out?
Correct. They wanted him to have a finisher that they thought he could hit on everyone, hence the flying knee. Whereas with the yes lock, they didn't think it would be plausible on, like, say, the Big Show or a Kane for that matter.
So kind of like the trick knee now, huh?
Yes, just like the trick knee.
We thought he was going to do it and he didn't.
I like that.
Spinebuster was badass.
I like that move.
I guess that's over. Pedigree. 1, 2. Yeah. The crowd, man. The crowd. Man, I did have notes here. I haven't even used them. Tough landing. Sure was.
How many pages of notes and everything did you have?
I only have 3 because it's a watch along. It's a little different, and I never look at them anyway.
But the build up was how many pages?
6.
So I'll
fair.
ask the question then,
What are we
Brad.
doing?
Which match do you believe in more, this one or the Kofi Mania? Which
This
one
one.
gets you more hype?
This one, 100%.
This one. This one created Kofi Mania.
This one, 100%.
This is the exact story. All of a sudden, the B+ player's the man. Oh my God. And Vince McMahon's the one behind it all.
Well, Daniel Bryan was he's more believable as far as a wrestler goes to me than Kofi was anyway.
Shots fired.
No, I'm just Daniel Bryan he was a more mat technician. He was just a more polished wrestler than
What's
Kofi.
great about-
Kofi's great.
What's great about the Kofi story is, again, someone that wasn't even supposed to be in the match. The Elimination Chamber.
Yeah,
it's
if
all
Ali
because-
wouldn't have got hurt, who knows what
Yeah,
would happen.
Mustafa Ali, I heard.
Now he's in Impact. Wrestling
And
Dolph
running
Nick
independence
Nemeth.
too.
Yeah, and he's killing it down there.
He is killing it. He's kind of a good
killing-
character in it.
He's killing independence right now too.
Is he still the X Division champion?
Yeah. Yeah. Last I saw, which was last week.
I haven't watched Impact. in a
Yes, he
couple
is. He is
weeks.
still the X Division champion.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Who did he beat for that, Brian?
Chris Sabin.
Yes. So they're no longer with Impact anymore, correct?
Yes, correct. The last tapings they did in Philly was actually the end for both him and Alex Shelley.
That felt like a 4 count right there.
It did.
How about him holding on to him like that? He's exhausted. He can't do anything.
But Triple H's so tough. Like, you can hold on to him because he's so tough.
Man.
Yep, he's winded.
Hey, this match is over. We know how this ends. We can just turn it off.
Yeah, even if he can.
We still got
get it,
20
there's
minutes
no
of this
way
match
he can
left. Hang on.
Oh, come on.
be healthy enough for the main event.
Another big
Spoiler.
kick. All right. Yes.
Hey, look at
Ah.
that flag.
I mean, they went.
Oh, here we
every
go.
minute.
Here we go. Oh.
He sold it good too, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He did.
Yes. Yes.
Look at that
Yes.
crowd.
Stephanie mouth wide open.
Look at that crowd.
Oh, man. Sure, was it predictable? Yes. Was it awesome? Yes. Yes. Yes.
I don't know if it was predictable or not, man, because
Well, that would be the most miserable WrestleMania ever if he didn't get to the main event. He already let us down so many times by not putting us in the Royal Rumble. Put him in the Royal Rumble. And lost that night.
you tell him Charles Robinson, yippee.
You know, I remember going to a live event, and when I did, I was such a huge Daniel Bryan fan leading up to this, and he was part of the Wyatt family, like I was talking about, but it was freaking sucked until it changed. You know, him and the Wyatt family. Oh my gosh, it was like, what is going on? He was the most over guy in wrestling. Why is he in this? Well, that's why. It made it a better moment.
And then the Wyatt family was one of the top things going there for a while too. So it's just,
It was just odd.
yeah.
It was like almost like they were doing it on purpose to just get him out of the picture, right?
Yeah, that's what they do.
But we demanded him to come back. Yes.
I demand to be told what the next time code is.
3 hours, 16 minutes, and 10 seconds. But we have a moment here of Triple H and Stephanie, right?
Yeah.
We don't have to
Stephanie's
watch it.
slapping
So
the
anyway,
crap out of
Triple H gets pissed off here and beats up and then it's over. He's not gonna be able to make the main event. So that was what happened. So then the whole pay-per-view ended.
That's it.
Well, that's our show, guys.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Have a nice night.
Time lay down.
Speaking of go ahead, James. Back to you.
Oh, well, hold on. Well, that was a great match, fun stuff. Obviously, it was a preliminary match because obviously our boy Daniel Bryan qualified for the main event. And before we get to the main event, it looks like we're going to get to I was going to say I'll be sprinkling WrestleMania. It looks like we're getting to, I guess it's my turn, the spirit of 2 years. Man, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, and as cordial and as junk. I don't think that's the word, but as short as I could, keep it. Hey, 2 years, guys. Like, it's kind of a like I'm not gonna say, you know, this has saved me or this has saved anybody or any, shit like that. But the fact of like easing the mind and easing the troubles and all that stuff, like it's legit as fuck. Like it really is something I look forward to quite a bit. And it fucking helps ease my mind is fucking 100 miles a minute, way too often. And like what where would where would I be without, you guys? Like, because that's a legit question to ask, you know? I'm not saying I'd be like, oh, I'm depressed and blah, 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 or whatever. But, like, would I be as so mentally stable without you guys as I am with you guys? Would I be as mentally stable with, this? And it's like a responsibility and it's like something that, have to do and all that stuff. And it's fun because I never there's no like it's not a weight on me. It's just like, oh, okay, I can't wait to record. Can't wait to record, So I often wonder like where would I be without you guys? Like the spirit of 2 years is kind of like I mean, I am glad that we have stuck to our roots and we're still the same motherfuckers that we always were. And we didn't like commercialize or sell out or anything like that. Like because that's what people need, man. People need us. Like they need like that fucking escape. They can get their button up bullshit everywhere. Hey, there are a lot of things we should button up. I don't know, but the fact that like they can confide in us to like get that escape and it's like, hey, those guys are hanging out. Like like there's no button up bullshit or commercialization. Anything like that. Like that's really cool. I obviously there's a lot I could button up. But yeah, I like the fact that we've stayed true to ourselves and sometimes I honestly really truly think that that's what some of our fans like really look for and like about us. Cuz we're not like everybody else, We're not the same as anything else. We're a little bit different. And sometimes you need that little bit different cuz if you're bombarded with the same bullshit all the time, you just need that escape, And I like the fact that we provide that escape. Y'all provide that escape for me, you know? Because I was thinking about this earlier. 2 years, dude. Like, I'm not gonna ramble on about it, but man, 2 years, bro. Like, bros, it's kind of really fucking crazy if you think about it. And people listen to us. Like, we don't know all of our listeners. We don't know all the people that like, retweet, and all that stuff, but they have a vested interest in us. And that is so insane to think about, So it's really cool to think about. And I'm gonna cut it short and sweet, but man, 2 years and I'm glad I'm thinking more like with you guys like positive wise than I would just be like buried in a hole, like negative wise. You know what I mean? I'm really glad that like, because my head's a fucking, it's something. But the fact that I, have you guys and the fans, can't forget the fans. But it's really cool to just like all the bullshit that goes on. I have an outlet, and that's really really awesome. Because sometimes you just really need an outlet. And I hope that's what we provide to a lot of people. I hope that's what the fans get out of us. And barring any other changes, I don't think we're gonna commercialize that or button up suit and tie style. But man, that's what it's all about. Like fucking take a load off, like and I hope that everybody finds their peace however they find it. And if it's listening to us, hey, kick out at 2 every goddamn time. Never fucking take a pen. Never succumb to, the worst. Never ever let anybody tell you that you ain't something. Always fucking shoot for the stars and always put your best foot forward. Kick out at 2, rise up, get up, stand up, and be productive, be positive. 'Cause that's what it's about. And I hope everybody gets that with us. Gonna cut the 2-year thing, because that's the spirit of 2 years, man, for real. You motherfuckers saved me more than I'd like to admit, more than I probably, more than I know specifically, and the fans. And I hope that we provide a moment of clarity for you and a moment of relax and ease and fucking stop the stress of all life and just fucking have a moment, like chill, don't think about everything that's bombarding you. Just fucking. I hope we provide an escape. And for 2 years, it's provided me a hell of an escape. You guys are amazing motherfuckers. I am really, really, really honored to know you guys because y'all are really good people. Like, and y'all have helped me a lot. And each one of you have everything. I went through that like on the 100 episode or whatever it was. But man, it's so fucking cool that we're doing this, and it's really awesome. And I know episode 99 was a travesty. I'm really embarrassed about that. But man, y'all helped me with so much. And who am I to be selfish with that than to help provide others with that, help that y'all give me. So that's the spirit of 2 years, man. Like, why not fucking help everybody ease their minds a little bit and keep on keeping on and keep smiling and keep pounding away. And, that's what it's all about, baby. We got a life to live, man. Don't ever think you're worthless because you're not. You're a fucking diamond. You're a diamond in the rough. And if it is rough, then guess what? The mountain's on the other side. Always step forward. Don't ever give up because we need you here. To everybody. That's to everybody. We fucking need you here. Life is better with you in it. So fucking be in it. Don't ever think that your troubles are bad, sad, mad, but always try to be glad. Yeah. Man, yeah. Whatever. But yeah, that's the spirit of 2 years. And what better, thing with 2 years than to fucking marinate Mike's Meat Minute for maybe 2 years. But Mike, what do you have for us today?
I didn't hit my Mike's Meat Minute.
Son of a bitch, you did. So we're
personal podcast.
Let's just go right into it, James.
So we're just right. Hell yeah.
Next break, Devin, the demographic, and then Adam's apples.
Oh, fuck.
In disguise.
And what better way to start this up than with our second match? It is Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton versus Batista. It took place in the Mercedes-Benz Dome in New Orleans. Oh yeah, I did that. That's right. But no, this one had a match length of 23 minutes and 19 seconds. Even better picture. Yeah. See, that's a dope picture.
Yeah, I like that picture. They're both good pictures. I want to be there.
It's loud.
Have any of you guys ever been to the Dome?
No, I've never been anywhere, really.
Brian, you need to do better on this. We need shitty pictures for these stadiums and arenas.
Yeah, we like
rainy foliage.
What are we supposed to do with this? Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Thanks, Brian.
We can't talk shit on it.
Yeah. Wow. Everything looks very, very modern and clean.
They all can't look like Mexican restaurants like last month.
Or church.
Man. We need a piece of shit car, a homeless person, or something in front of it, or something. I mean, gotta do better.
Overabundance of air conditioners.
Yes.
Plenty of homeless folks about a block away.
Yeah. But only so many windows, Brad. Not every window gets.
Yeah, not every window gets one. That guy does not deserve air conditioning.
All right, so not even a window in this place.
What's that?
There isn't. There's not a window at all in this place. But...
Doesn't look like it.
No,
You're
just a lot of
talking about
glass
windows.
doors. A lot of glass doors.
Where's the parking lot?
You know what annoys me about the word Mercedes-Benz? The hyphen. Get the fuck out of here.
It's two different guys.
Get the fuck up. Then just put it two different names with a space in between, a hyphen. Fuck out of here. Is it John Mercedes-Benz?
Would you rather have an underscore?
I would not.
Okay.
And I
semicolon?
don't like anybody that has underscore in their email either. It just screws everything up. Underscore. Fuck off. .net, .org. It's .com.
Yeah, tell us how you really feel.
.net. How many times does that get fucked up a week?
Meltzer gave it 4.5 stars.
Didn't know you had so much hatred towards the. Oh wow. Okay.
Have a real email. Just get Gmail and be done
Dude,
with it.
I got .mil. Is that bad,
I
Brad?
mean, what's wrong with the underscore, Brad? What did it do to you?
Underscore is an extra freaking shit bar. Get the fuck out of here, shit bar.
You put enough of them together, you got a blank.
That's
You
as
ever
skin into just a
capitalize
regular
anything?
hyphen.
That's a shift bar.
Just higher. All right. What about Meltzer?
4.5 stars on this one.
All right, we ready for a countdown again? Yes,
ahead,
yes,
double
yes, yes,
shift it.
yes, yes, go.
No, no,
Oh
no.
shit! What time code are we at?
3 hours, 16 minutes, 20 seconds is right at the beginning of Randy Orton's song.
And
So
for
we
all
are
of
on-
you
10 seconds,
watching
10
at home,
seconds.
that is season 30.
Hopefully you're still there.
If you go to 3:15:46, you can see Dusty Rhodes.
They do show the Hall of Famers before this, yes.
Okay, in the group chat it says 3:16:10.
That's what I meant.
Just
Hold on, I
looking-
gotta rewind. Now I gotta rewind because I was already sitting there.
10?
Go ahead, James. Professional.
Well, are we all there on a 10? Are we doing a 3,
10, yeah.
16, 10?
Yeah, 10.
3:16:10.
So yes,
And
yes.
obviously, as you're listening and watching along with us, pay attention because Brad has ads, and when we pause for ads, we will be sure to plug our sponsors. But
I love how you're the only one getting heat for it.
That's all right. I like the heat.
but
Yes.
we are 3:16:10. Go ahead, Brad. Jesus.
Austin 3:16:10. And yes, yes, yes. Play.
That's the most delayed play of all time.
I know because I couldn't find it went black on me.
WrestleMania
Honest.
Triple X. That's my
Yeah.
kind of.
So we have the band here, right?
Yeah.
That's what they call them, a band, yeah. Group of guys playing music together.
I think that's cool. The heel should always have a band. Fuck out of here. Let's get something to root for. Let's make sure we cheer for 2 belts too. 2 freaking belts. Get a 1 belt.
Dude, the group that did Rhea's music, badass.
Rhea's not a heel anymore. They can try all they want.
Yeah, she's not.
You got more
good.
cheers than Becky.
She can be what she wants to be. As long as she's on top.
I'm actually surprised she's still in the Judgment Day.
I'll let her be on top every day, all day.
They're softening her up too. She's not
yeah.
nearly as gothed out as she used to be.
That long dark hair.
So
Yeah,
Randy
he looks
Orton
great.
got both of these titles by defeating John Cena in a unification TLC match.
Freaking John Cena, huh? He needs a new tan, doesn't he?
Wasn't this WWE Championship, wasn't it one of the least popular ones?
Oh, you talking about the belt?
Yeah, the belt itself, yeah.
For the love of God.
Well,
I
I
don't-
was going to be a fan of this one.
I
don't mind it
agree.
personally.
Absolutely. Just try.
Anybody else have anything to say?
I
Uh,
can't,
Because we
I
are
can't
talking.
oh yeah, and everybody's listening along, and shout out to the band playing, hitting the hell out of them drums, huh?
So I think on the next mailbag, if I remember to submit a question, I'm going to ask, we're going to have Batista come out here in a minute. How Kyoto, I know he probably talked to Batista a lot. He's friends with all those guys. How Batista really felt during this time.
Yeah, because
This was supposed to be his WrestleMania.
Yeah. His
And-
comeback, and everybody's gonna cheer him because he's
Yeah,
back. And
he's a
they
baby
booed
face.
the fuck out of it. Yeah, booed
Right.
it.
And he had to be just like, what did I do this for? Because he didn't have to come back, And I like Batista. That's the thing. Like but I was definitely rooting against him here, and I was definitely rooting against him in the Rumble because of Daniel Bryan. It's just like this year. You weren't rooting for The Rock. You were rooting for Cody.
Oh man, how things changed on that one.
Right? I'll never forget Seth Rollins saying, like, what, about a month and a half ago? Oh boy, I didn't see this coming. We're saying Rocky sucks. Man, I didn't see this coming. Nobody did.
I like that "Thank you, Roman" chant that they did though. Like that was cool. When Cody was talking, and it was like, "Thank you, Roman." I was like,
he deserves it.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Is this long or as fuck or what?
What she said.
I thought they were doing a rock opera for a second.
And I don't think he got much of a reaction here.
No one did.
Like, not. I mean, he is a heel, but
How crazy is it that Orton's in better shape now than he was 10 years ago?
he looks like shit here.
Well, I won't go that far.
I'm just
I
kidding.
won't go that far.
Now, here's some of them. They just did not care when Batista came out.
No.
And now he's a movie star. You know, freaking made $1 billion off of the Guardians movies. I mean, I don't know how much he made. He made a good money, and he's making money off the figure, right, Devin?
Yeah, he was Drax.
Yeah, but
I didn't get it, but I loved the movie.
I think he made 100 off of it. 100 bucks.
He's just good at characters like that, but I don't think he's going to be a big movie star. A lot of his movies weren't really big hits. I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah, do you know why? Do you know why his movies weren't big hits? Because he has a belly button tattoo.
If he's the main character, I mean, it's not a big hit. It's really not.
Look, he looks sad. His face looks sad. He doesn't look bad. He looks like, I'm just going to get through this. It's like, you guys are hurting my feelings.
It does look like somebody just broke some bad news to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got told he was losing.
No, I think he was told before.
He was used to that.
I don't think he has enough tattoos, though. What's our over-under for tattoos in this match?
He retired right after this one, too, didn't he?
Came back one more time and wrestled Triple H. He was
That's
retired.
right.
But he quit after this one, right?
But he only came back for like right before the Rumble. It was only a few months.
Right. So I mean, that's all it was this run.
He does the next two pay-per-views because they reform Evolution to take on the Shield.
Which was smart.
I just can't take him seriously. I'm sorry.
Why? Because of his belly button?
Belly button tattoo. That's just.
Doesn't he have a tramp stamp as well?
No, that's our boy from AEW, Lance Hoyt.
Yeah, you tell him. Guy's rough. So, is there less of a pop now for the second time? I would say so.
Yeah,
I think so. Now, not however this ends, but
I think it's less of a pop just because of the match that was 2 matches before this, taking the air out of the
devastated,
building.
Right?
Yeah, everybody was disappointed. I think that right there had a lot to do with it.
Man,
They show that
you're
same
gonna
guy.
say there's no pop? The whole fucking crowd's cheering for this dude.
Not no pop, less of a pop. Hey now, less pop, like soda.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Stay.
Yeah, this is the diet version.
Do you guys think Cody had a smaller pop on night 2 when he came out?
Oh hell no! I think they were ready for him.
No, I sang that song 12 times this weekend.
Well, and the way he debuted with Brandy and then the big like head helmet thing. I think see you're on to something, Devin. Though I think he debuting or coming out with the helmet and Brandy was a way to get a little pop, because if he would have came out the exact same way, it'd have been done. You know,
that's good.
So he probably added some. Yeah,
something that he was thanking Triple H at the end of that match, and that's the guy that hit the throne with the sledgehammer. Man, talk about a difference. Talk about a time difference.
Dude, he got booed out of the building in AEW, and he upset upset the biggest champion that was going for like 3 years.
I mean, I think he started getting booed because of Sammy Guevara, right?
Yeah.
That's who he was with, messing around with at the time there with wrestling, right?
Well, he was tagging with he tagged with somebody at that Full Gear pay-per-view. They booed him when he
Adam,
got
who's the referee?
That's the greatest referee in the world, Mike Yoda.
Man, has he been a part of some big moments or what?
That's why he's the greatest.
And Devin, who's the ring announcer?
Well, Justin Roberts?
Yes, the Dapper Yapper.
Oh, cool.
All right, so me and Efren had this conversation. He's a big fan of Justin Roberts.
Urban.
What?
Oh, go ahead.
We were doing like the top 5 ring announcers. Where would you put Samantha Irvin?
1.
Really?
And even more so after this weekend. Over him. Over him.
I don't know if she can go over Howard.
I know. So again, I had this discussion in my little group night 1. And I was going off about it. And they all said, well, what about Howard? I'm like, what about Howard? He's great. He's a legend, but he's not her.
I agree. She put so much he had the great voice. Like he had the perfect voice for it.
He's great. He's great. I just like her better.
He's great. He had the perfect voice for it. He had the right tone for it. She has the emotion that goes into it. And when she announced Cody as the winner, that proved it.
And then the next night on Raw,
yes,
when he had her do it, she's like, "I got you." Commercial time, guys.
Oh God.
Well, even I don't have a commercial right here.
147 seconds to go. So one thing I really wanted to get to this past weekend was the GCW Effie's Big Gay Brunch. And then there was a thing at Penn's Caterers that had all the GCW shows, and it was called The Collective. And they had, like 10 of them. And it was like $400, but I wasn't going to all of them, so I didn't buy it. And I thought for sure I'd be able to get to Effie's show. No, it's the only one. Sold out. I had Megan Nelson trying to help me. I had everybody trying to help me. Nobody can get me tickets to this thing. But in the midnight hour, John Lopez comes through, gives me a pass to go the next day. That my new best friend, John Lopez. We hung out a lot this weekend. Great guy. So I went to it, and just an experience. Polo Del Mar there, by the way. She was the manager of a couple of those matches, and it was just so fun. It's an experience. Now, listen, I'm a very open-minded person. A lot of people would be like, why would you go to something like that? Because it's an experience and it's fun.
I went to the one in Chicago.
Everybody there is having fun, and it's a positive environment, and I loved every minute of it. It was one of the most fun things I did all weekend. Straight from there, I'm texting Coach Keith. He's got a front row seat for me at the Busted Open show at the 2300 Arena. So I get it. I'm half a mile from there. I'm half a mile after Effie's Big Gay Brunch to the Busted Open Arena, and I'm there with Coach Keith and Chris North. First time I've met Chris. Great dude. We had a few beers, hung out. What's that?
It's a shout out to Chris.
Yeah, man, we had a great time. Thunder Rosa coming out in a nightie. Hell yeah. So they all had the pink bathrobe on for La Greca. La Greca was wearing he's a crybaby. He's wearing his wife's bathrobe. The Rock was making fun of him. So they all had the pink bath. Well, she takes hers off. Shout out. Okay. So Dominic D'Angelo there as well. It's very, very great experience. I left 10 a.m. on first night of WrestleMania to go out to those two shows. I got home at 1 a.m. after. So, man, that was a great day. Just a great day. Shout out to Coach Keith for saving me a seat in the front row, and shout out to Chris North for just getting to know you, man. Great time. And by the way, Coach Keith was on the VIP list. By the way, the whole thing was free. He got the VIP, so he got free beers. Free beers for being a free. The whole thing was free. He didn't pay nothing. That's awesome. And we're at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. And we only got 3 more of these guys, I promise.
Time code. Oh, now I'm on. Yeah.
32506 07 08.
Yeah, I'm on an ad thing right now.
Why are we on different ads?
Mine's only 50 seconds though.
So we're just not stopping for you. You're gonna catch up. I mean, what do we? I guess
you gotta do, man.
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to be respectful.
If nobody's stopped, there ain't no sense of stopping by now. Y'all just keep going. Y'all just give me a time code here in a minute.
When Orton and Daniel Bryan before this weren't they tagging up for a while? None of you guys were watching.
They were going against the Wyatt family, weren't they?
Yeah. I went to a house show. They were on the same team, and then Orton turned. Which
So.
I know he's bigger than life right now, but he's
I know
still a
they
great
did the
heel.
same thing with Orton trying to get into the Wyatt family.
Well, Orton did hang out with was it Bray Wyatt for a while?
Yeah,
And they were teaming.
Hey,
Yeah.
burn his house down.
Time code.
All right. So we are at 326, 18, 19, 20. At least I am. Not sure anybody else is. I know where I'm doing.
Your show, Brad.
No.
No, he gave the time
Yeah,
code.
this
Hey,
is your
hey,
favorite
thanks
WrestleMania.
It's your
thanks for
show.
giving our listeners the time code.
I don't mind a belly button thing.
I don't trust a man with a belly button tattoo. Can't trust a man with a belly button tattoo.
I mean, everything's tattooed on his body. What the hell? I mean,
How do you know?
as soon as I said it, as soon as I said it, I'm like, I should have said it.
Grand slams, man. Just hitting grand slams.
Stupid shoes he's wearing. What the hell?
Did you guys like Evolution? Or were none of you watching either?
They were cool. They're all right.
I
I absolutely loved it.
I watched when I could.
I preferred the first version back in 2000, basically like 2002, 2003, not the new version that happened after this.
No. It was a good idea. Past, present, future.
Way good idea.
And it was the right guys. Because Orton's not what Orton is now, of course. Batista was kind of a little up on Orton, right? I don't know. Did you guys watch the Orton documentary?
Yes, it was good.
And so he talks about how he went in, to the OVW, and Batista's 30, Orton's 20. It's just
Speaking of OVW, friend of the show, hang on.
Who's our friend of the show from OVW?
I'll go back to them.
Nailed it.
I'm sure they'd like to know too.
They were our friend.
My
Oh,
mind
shit,
went
fire.
blank. I'm sitting here watching the show. My mind went blank.
That's fine. So why are you doing that? You know, there's
Carmen
nothing-
Michael is doing announcements at OVW tonight.
Oh, okay, cool. Friend of the show.
So, there's nothing better to do in this show than throw Brad under the bus, right? We all love doing
Agreed.
it. Right? So let's do it right now and
It's his bus.
give Deb a big shout out and congratulations on everything that she's been doing. She posted on Facebook. So congratulations to her.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that, Mike.
Shout out, Deb.
Yeah, she's working hard. She looks great. Thank you. Now, how do we get back on track from that? Speaking of belly buttons,
There's a belly button tattoo right there.
Orton poses.
I got you one, Brad.
Okay.
How do you feel about having a triple threat for the championship?
I'm okay with it. I don't know what the attitude is about it. Especially in this case. I loved it in this case because it gave him more of an obstacle to climb.
Yeah.
And plus, he wasn't supposed to be in it, right?
Right.
So, but I don't like the four-way match that they did in WrestleMania 2000, though, with every McMahon in the corner. I didn't care for that. I thought that was a little much. Matter of fact, that whole WrestleMania was what'd you think of our old boy Bruce coming out at the end of this one?
Oh, I like that.
That was top notch, man. That was.
A guy texts me from work and says, "When did Brother Love become such a big guy backstage?" And I'm thinking, man, it just goes to show how much we know as wrestling, like as being part of the podcast community and the ad-free shows, like how much we know, like, and how much everybody else doesn't.
Besides Cody winning and everything, what was y'all's favorite part of WrestleMania this year?
Damian Priest cashing.
That's probably up there.
But that's only second to R-Truth grabbing the
R-Truth was awesome.
After getting tagged in.
R-Truth winning the championship was great. And then the next night him posing with the Judgment Day was just classic R-Truth.
Yes.
I am not sorry that I left, though, for that Raw.
No, I was really expecting something big.
I'm really glad I wasn't there till midnight. Seriously.
What did The Rock hand Cody, though?
Pretty sure it was just a roll of quarters. No, I don't know.
I think it was that personalized watch he bought him. Cody bought all four guys in night one. He bought all four guys a brand new Rolex.
So if you're watching at home, we've really been talking over this, but we have just Batista cleaning the house right now in the ring. He always likes to nod his head up and down when he's doing a cover. Like he's counting 1, 2.
Well, Goldberg almost the same thing. Every time
Oh God
touch him,
Almighty!
He does. He actually does, right?
Oh
Yeah.
Ha, ha.
Yes. And if you kick him in the knee, he shakes his head. Kick him in the balls, he shakes his head. Oh, fuck, there we go.
But if he gets you in the head, your career's over.
Exactly.
Batista's jawing with the crowd right now.
So should we just be like narrating this match a little bit more? Because this is
Here and
one of
there.
our, like, this is a heavily requested topic for 104. And Daniel Bryan just kneed people across the ring. Oh my God! He's
I think we talk and just let people know where we're at as long as they're watching along.
Daniel Bryan's doing Daniel Bryan stuff.
Shout
And he's
out!
doing more Daniel Bryan stuff.
Shout out to Kyoto. I never knew his voice was that deep until I heard him do a podcast.
What about Sami Zayn? His match.
That was too short of a match.
No, the World Championship match was too short. Seth and Drew only 10 minutes.
Jay and Jimmy, very disappointing.
Yes, I agree.
I heard that match getting a bunch of shit.
How bad
online.
was that? Because I watched it.
Bad.
And
It just
I didn't,
wasn't
I didn't think
anything.
it was terrible, but
No.
the internet shit all over that match.
It just wasn't enough. They needed something.
I understand that. I really thought that was going to be like the sleeper.
That's part of the
match
problem too, James. Is everybody kept saying that was gonna be the sleeper match. You, Pondwater Dave, everybody.
No, I say I thought it was going to be one of the breakout matches.
It wasn't. It was actually just It was okay. It was a good match.
Would it have been different if there were stakes involved, like bloodline stakes or
street fight?
I don't know. I was not excited for it.
Like 2 or 3 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes into that Uso brothers fight, Erica goes, "Where's Solo?" And then after the match, she goes, "Well, I guess we're not seeing Solo. I have no idea where he is."
If you were gonna have any new member of the Samoan dynasty or family come out, that was the match to do it. Because I don't think Jacob Fatu would have been as big of a deal in the main event because of obviously he was gonna be overshadowed by the stars, but you could have made him something in that match.
Yeah.
And brought Solo out too.
Turn on the user. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like,
But I guess he's not signed. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know.
rumor has it he's signed. Hell, I don't know.
Well, he didn't come out.
Let's get the dirt sheets on that one. Of course, by the time this airs, we're probably going to sound stupid, I guess.
So now we got Orton in the Yes Lock
Yes
back
Lock.
then.
Yeah.
What's it called now? Anybody know?
the C lock. I don't know.
I don't remember. I've heard it 100 times.
The bell
Ace
lock.
lock?
Probably.
Who knows?
So can you believe
Well,
Triple
LaBelle
H
Lock.
came back out for this? Now he's fighting 5
Yeah.
people? And poor
Listen,
Kyoto.
Or Kyoto.
I wonder if he got an extra payday for that.
We always hear about when he got hit with the chair, right?
Hey, there's the green shirt guy.
Still in the front
Yeah,
row.
same seat 10 years ago.
What is Triple H wearing? Just a windbreaker?
getting
Yeah, it looks like a WWE jumpsuit.
Yeah, like what?
That was a sweet ass spine buster.
It was. But I'll tell you what, eventually as this match goes on, I'm really happy that tape comes off of Daniel Bryan. Uh-oh. Not this crooked guy. Armstrong Scott, that is.
Those damn Armstrongs.
I forgot about that
Ooh,
that
good
Armstrong
kick
fast count.
out. Man, good kick out.
I did too until you said in your build-up.
Yeah. And I remember it happening now and how disappointing that was. Because, I mean, we remember another famous fast count, don't we, Devin?
God damn. Are you paused again? Are you on an ad?
I am now I'm just on an ad. How'd you know that?
Because my
Because it
skin
went to
black.
fucking. It went to commercial on our end, Brad. and
All
what
right,
better
so
way
let's
to go
talk
to
about-
commercial?
I was pretty tired on Sunday, right? So I head
Yeah.
over to Wendy's
Stupid ads.
just to get something quick because I'm just gonna kind of rest up because I had a big day Saturday. So I'm just kind of resting up. I'm meeting John Lopez again at Xfinity Live at 4 o'clock.
Salmonella.
So I go to Wendy's and I wait 15 minutes, which is a long time for fast food. They gave me a number. I'm like, what is this? I get home and I know you guys already know the story, but everybody else needs to hear it. I take a bite out of a couple nuggets and I take a bite or I take a drink and I bite into the sandwich and it's hard. and I look in there, and it is raw. And I'm telling you, man, if anything's ever going to turn your stomach, it is raw chicken that is already down your throat.
Didn't it cluck at you one time?
I was scared because that is as close
The
to
inside of your chicken looked like my shirt.
It did. You saw it. I mean, I'm never eating at Wendy's again. I'm out. I'm out on Wendy's. I was out on chicken for a couple days.
I won't eat the McChicken at McDonald's because there's one time I got it, there was feathers in it.
This is frozen meat, right? Like, it's frozen. It's not fresh. Like, what isn't it supposed to already be cooked?
It's processed.
Supposedly, Wendy's has never frozen.
Oh, so there's your problem.
The hamburgers.
Minutes, and they didn't even cook it. 15, 20 minutes. I didn't even cook it. So then I leave again. I'm still hungry a little bit, even though my stomach's turning. I need to eat. I need to eat before I drink, if you know what I'm saying. So I go to the place next door to get a cheesesteak. I'm like, this is my spot now. Because this is my spot on the late night, next night too. They had late night pizza, late night. I'm like, this is it. And it's walking distance from the train station to the hotel. On my way, all set. By the way, 1 o'clock in the morning, Philadelphia. Holy hell. Does anybody sleep? Place is nuts.
We need to go.
30 seconds to go here, guys. Just so you know, I was in line.
Leisure notes.
In line with the bathroom, right? And this guy next to me, he's a taller guy. I was trying to make conversation. He wanted no part of me. I'm like, that's cool. So then it was a long line in between these matches, and somebody cut in front of him. And he goes, I go, hey guys, it's in the back. I was real nice. Guys in the back. And the guy goes, you guys are being dicks. Get back. Look at the line. They're like, dude, it's 72,000 people. It's not that long of a line. How are we supposed to know it's a line? The guy goes to me and goes, I'm sorry, man. Your approach was much better. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Were we supposed to pause?
No, because you're about to have an ad, so you'll be all right.
No, I'm ad free now.
Congratulations, you earned it.
336.50.
You know what's sad is I don't think I'm ad free anymore.
You're not ad free, motherfucker. We're positive because of you.
You see where Stephanie got landed on her ankle?
Yeah.
Our screen goes black for like a second when you.
That's when Brad has the ads. Oh, Brad ad Brad.
Real quiet, huh?
Yeah, and for our people at home listening, they just dive down the ring and hit the rev. Oh, really comforting.
Oh, all the referees are down now.
Oh, and look at the crowd. The crowd is losing their fucking mind. It is the yes movement 110%. Do you think that Hollywood motherfucker is going to
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, and now here comes Triple H. My God, Triple H.
My God.
He pulls out the sledgehammer.
We're going to let this little shit win?
Oh, no. Oh, he gets kicked. Oh. Daniel Bryan just a sledgehammer. Oh, the tables have turned black. Yeah. Oh, Triple H is on the outside of the ring.
Love the sledgehammer. I thought Daniel Bryan did a better sledgehammer than Triple H ever did. And now look who's awake. Mike Chioda.
He's going to come out of nowhere.
Fuck yeah. And then they slammed him into the barricade. Yeah. Come on, guys, for those at home. Randy Orton stomping a mud hole in that ass. Oh, Batista, that Hollywood shit.
By the way, wish I would have been able to see Alex Kane this weekend. He did go on at midnight at the Collective for the Culture. It was called. Friend of the show, Megan Nelson was there. She kept asking us to go, and I'm like, midnight, Friday night, after during the Hall of Fame, basically. Well, that wasn't a long show at all, by the way.
You went to that, didn't you?
I stayed for one part, and then thank God I didn't. Holy hell! You know, Adam O'Neil stayed for that whole thing. Dude, that was 2 hours and 47 minutes after SmackDown.
Fuck around. What, 1 a.m. when that shit ended?
What are we talking about? That needs to be a different night or something different. It needs to be done differently. It was too much. That's too much for one night.
You
for
weren't
anybody.
even there.
Place was empty, bro. After Heyman. Place was empty.
Time code, Brad.
Sure, pal. Oh, time for teaming up. 3 hours, 38 minutes, 13, 14, 15. No, seriously, James. It was a lot. People were leaving. Poor Rock at the end. They thought that he was going to hold it by doing the last one. Nah. He came out twice too. Once for
to get a belt.
Yeah, for Muhammad Ali,
The
People's Champ. Did you know that he asked that? Did he ask for that? Did he ask Muhammad Ali if he can be called that? I had no idea.
Whatever. He had the belt, People's Champ.
No, but he asked Muhammad Ali if he could be called that. I thought that was cool.
Oh, good for him.
That's the respectable thing to do.
It is, but I didn't think about it. I never thought about it till then.
I neither.
Boy, they're really taking a lot of time ripping those monitors off and stacking up steps. So now we have the tape off finally of Daniel Bryan. I've been bitching about that the whole time.
Now it's real, Brad. Now he's going to really get hurt.
Now the target's gone. You forget that he has a bad shoulder.
Yeah.
True.
Once that tape's gone, you're done.
Batista wearing Jordans out there. Hell yeah.
I don't know why I think that's funny, but I did.
He's wearing Jordans before the stupid Young Bucks did.
Hey, Roman has some J's.
Orton landed right on that monitor. Did you see him? Oh.
So they're double teaming still. Let's see how that always backfires.
That had to hurt like a motherfucker.
Well, that's it. You got to get Daniel Bryan out of here, right?
No, Orton. He landed on the monitor. Had to hurt.
Oh, yeah, that looked awful. That looked awful. And then they're laying there all right, so everybody at home, they lay here for a while after this.
Then they show a sweet ass replay.
Batista starts saying, now I got to look at the crowd that hates me and talk to them. And
you didn't necessarily have to talk.
A number of times.
Yeah, Orton might be in more pain than Bryan right now.
Oh, definitely. I mean, really.
Honor's smashed.
Dude, when I was watching this yesterday with Brady, he's like, "Oh man, is Daniel Bryan hurt?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, they're pulling out a stretcher." He's like, "Oh, well, what's gonna happen, man? And he's in the match. What's gonna happen?" I'm like, "Dude, they're pulling out a stretcher." I don't know. Yeah, he was all hook, line, and sinker with that powerbomb RKO through the table. Daniel Bryan's hurt.
Oh, and Orton's cut open.
Talking shit now. I think I just heard him.
I mean, anytime you got these guys in the black shirts out here, it's serious.
Yeah, as long as they're not doing X's, I think we're good. Yeah.
But look at shouldn't Batista be kicking Orton right now? Really? No, he's not, because he doesn't know what's going on.
It's weird him just standing there.
He's just standing there. He should be winning this match. Put one of them in the ring, right? No, because someone's really hurt.
Dang.
Or are they hurt?
Yes.
Here.
I wonder if Daniel Bryan knew just a couple of years later he'd have legit neck problems.
Years. Well, he was hurt shortly after this, wasn't he?
I thought it was a couple of years.
He had to forfeit the title, didn't he?
I thought so. I thought it was right.
I don't know if it was for his neck, but it was serious enough.
It was for his neck. Yes, he had to have neck surgery because it would actually put him out of action until basically the next WrestleMania.
And he never got back what he had. I felt.
No, not after that.
He was popular, but he wasn't this popular. No. I remember he won the Intercontinental Championship shortly after he got back.
I like how WWE capitalized on his popularity right here because they didn't do shit with Rusev Day. That's something they should have 100% capitalized on.
How many times has Road Dogg been asked about that on when he had his podcast? He asked about it all the time. He goes, "Yeah, we missed that one."
Yeah. Well, you got to think about it though. There's some things that only last for a couple of weeks, and some things that are actually true. So if they did every little thing that was hitting on, it wouldn't work.
Well, it's just like with LA Knight now, though. They have a lot going on with that. He's very popular. And if he would have lost at WrestleMania, I think that would have told us everything we needed to know about what WWE was doing with him. But he won. But I think you got to put him in the picture eventually with maybe Damian Priest.
Yeah. I can see him with that title being now on Damian Priest. I see more people being
but Damian Priest ain't gonna lose it right away, so that's the thing. So
which title's going to SmackDown though?
Well,
yeah, that's right. We're having a draft coming up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, draft coming in 2 weeks. Well, when this episode's released in a week.
Was that your demographic?
No, no,
Okay.
it's not yet. But...
You just jumped on it really quick. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, back to the match really quick. Randy Orton just put one of his, like, he normally does the middle rope DDT, but he is innovative there, putting Batista on the outside of the ring. I just thought that was a really cool spot.
Very much. And now we have the stretcher spot that kind of reminds me of the old Mick Foley.
Yeah, they got to go back.
Right into the stairs.
Nobody loves anything more than somebody getting off the stretcher, huh?
Oh, because the top they ignore the medical attention. They need to win this match. They're putting it all on the line.
Oh, those steps don't hurt at all.
So I hear.
Nothing like the kendo stick.
That was fun.
Basically
doing our show in the crowd. No, another thing when I was there, guys, a lot of people love to tell me they had a podcast. Just random people in line.
Did you tell them that you had a podcast?
I didn't.
You should have told them that it's your show.
I'm like, really? You mean on air? I was being a dick.
No way.
Yeah, go figure.
Old Richard made his appearance at WrestleMania.
Speaking of,
You know what they say?
shout out to Allison Faye. Got to sit next to her at WrestleMania, which was crazy. We were in the same row, and I got to sit with her for a couple matches. She was only 4 seats over. So until the other people showed up, she sat next to me. Great time. Great seeing her. We were both alone. You know what I mean? Crazy.
I would have figured something out to switch everybody down some 1 seat.
They were couples, bro. people sit twos normally, not ones.
Yeah, but if you go say, hey, you get up, everybody moves down 1, and you sit down right next to her.
We were good. We made new friends, all of us. Met some people from Baltimore right after that sat next to us. They were cool.
Did you feel any effects of that earthquake?
No, I didn't feel shit.
Everybody
around me, my wife, my dog was all pissed. My work, nothing. By the way, shout out to the eclipse. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares? It's cloudy. Great. Who cares about an eclipse? I never saw anything so ridiculous in my life. I went running in the neighborhood just to see how many idiots are outside.
No, you didn't. You went out there to be with all of them.
I just like, hey, nice glasses. What are you? With his Back to the Future?
If I wanted an eclipse, I'll just go to Mitsubishi and buy one.
Yeah, amen. Mike's got an eclipse.
Yep. We're seeing one every
eclipse
day.
of the heart.
And that's a shoot.
Oh. That's a shoot, brother. Oh, out of nowhere.
But he missed it. That was actually kind of good by the animal. That was a good sell job there. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that to Daniel Bryan.
He hit his head,
He
too.
headbutted him, yeah.
Oh, that's it. Randy Orton's going to retain.
2.
Close.
Whoa, kick out at 2.
Count.
That motherfucking Hollywood dude.
I want to know how that green shirt guy keeps the same shirt that clean for 10 years.
Now, if you notice, the one he's wearing at this WrestleMania is a long sleeve. Doesn't he wear a t-shirt now?
True.
Oh.
So I think he's got multiple.
Observation, brother.
That is cheating.
That make more sense. And now there's a guy that goes with him all the time. He's got a gray shirt and he holds up a red flag with a black diagonal stripe. He's at all the shows now.
Then there's that guy with the purple Macho Man shirt that we see everywhere.
Nice.
Shout out, Madam.
Malinconico.
Nah, Madam to me.
Sweet last name.
Oh,
I'm mad at him.
that was a good thought, see right there.
Oh. Running knee, but he doesn't have enough in the tank. Freaking Batista throws him out of the ring, and look at his smile. Look at his cheese ass smile on a freaking Batista.
Not cheese ass now. You gotta win. Oh yeah. Get in with that power bomb, son. Yeah.
Man, oh man. This is awesome, Chance.
This is awesome.
I wonder how long it took Daniel Bryan to get his carpet from his camper on the back of his boots.
Running knee. I love Michael Cole's call here so much. Yes, lock is on. Come on, Brian. Come on, Cody. Come on, Brian. Come on, Cody. Yeah, same thing. Batista does business.
And the crowd goes wild.
Oh, yeah.
Now his shoulder don't hurt no more. He can hold the belt up.
Right. Watch him do the yes chant here.
Right, with 2 belts.
Man, what a moment.
That's
This
what
was
he
such
does.
a happy moment. I actually have a Facebook memory where, you look at your old and it says, yes, yes, yes. That was this.
The whole crowd does it. You can see those waves of people.
It was so. Remember, this happened twice before now with him, and they took it away in either a couple minutes, or the next morning.
And here comes one of the best parts is right here, about to come up when he goes up and hugs that little kid. Well, he's gonna.
That's just so good. Look at that sea of people.
There's Dusty.
Who's not rooting for him here? That's what I want to know. Where's that jag off?
Randy Orton.
You see Randy Orton watch the pin, by the way.
Pyro.
Yeah.
You see his little head like.
I was good to see Dusty on the front row.
So I guess we can continue to
Oh,
talk.
yeah.
Wait a minute, all this confetti going on. How did they know Daniel Bryan?
Right, I'm watching the post match.
What if Orton would have won? Would they have done all that confetti?
Probably.
Yeah. No.
I'd be pissed if the guy that has cleaned that shit up. I really would.
You know what's better than confetti? Listener questions.
All right, let's get into it, guys. First off, shout out to Brandy from Alaska that for some reason just like to hijack our freaking post and not ask a question. Shout out. So Mike Bober wants to know, and I know my answer, guys. Was this the greatest WrestleMania moment prior to this year? That's saying something. You're talking 40 years of WrestleMania.
Man, probably so.
It was greater than Hogan.
No, I would say like Hogan Andre at 3, it was something. But there's like a whole gap, until like 30.
Up to this time, yes.
I think I like this one better than this year, actually. This is my year. This is my WrestleMania. Even though I love this year, it's 2 to me. So this is it. Not WrestleMania 2. This is so what about you, Devin?
I'm the same thing along the lines of Mike, where up until this Mania that we just had, WrestleMania 30 was the biggest moment that we've ever had. But I think now it's Cody. I think Cody's taking that.
What'd you say, Mike? You were saying something? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Well, kind of, what, Dem was going off me, but you also got to think about the Kobe one. I mean, that right there was a big thing. Nobody thought he was going to win it. Like,
Kofi?
Yes.
Wasn't the main event, though. I
know, but I'm just saying, just him winning it was a big event. Somebody that's been down there. And of course, you got to go with Austin winning. When Austin won at WrestleMania. I mean,
right.
It wasn't as big fan base then as it is on this one. But I mean, this one's definitely up there. This is the start of a new era, I guess.
What do you got, Adam?
I mean, I know it's not the main event, but nothing really tops WrestleMania 18 to me. Because it's my two all-time favorites.
Brock Hogan, yeah.
But you can't forget about Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair. I'm sorry. I love you.
Actually, when I was at Xfinity Live, they did a top 40 WrestleMania moments, and that was number 1. I was surprised anybody because Hogan, Andre was 20.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't even know. There was a weird order. There was a lot of that though. Top 10 this, top 10 that. They just had it on the big screen. A lot of fun.
Yeah. If you paid attention last week, there was a whole lot of that too.
James, what do you got? You thought this was the moment?
Oh yeah. Besides 3, obviously, because 3 was kind of like a groundswell moment. Like it blurred the lines between pop culture. I would say that this Daniel Bryan movement blurred the lines of pop culture. So yeah, him winning it, like it was a big ordeal.
All right. So Ben Jones wants to know. It's a ridiculous question, but I love it because it does make sense. Who would win in this dream match? Daniel Bryan versus Bryan Danielson. Now, they are two very different people.
Bryan Danielson will win.
Yeah,
Bryan Danielson will whip Daniel Bryan's ass.
Daniel Bryan is the underdog. He's going to take it. Bryan Danielson is going to get cocky.
He'll be strategic. He'll be strategic, man. He ain't gonna get cocky. He's gonna be strategic.
Strategery. What do you think, Dev?
I think the best Bryan Danielson I've ever seen was at Wrestle Kingdom against Okada. If we take that Bryan Danielson versus this Daniel Bryan, this Bryan Danielson would kick Daniel Bryan's face in and not even regret it.
I guess we're just going to agree to disagree. Oh, jeez, oh, man. Did everybody answer this question or what? Did you answer it, Mike?
Yeah, I said
I wasn't sure.
Bryan Danielson.
Matt M. Why is it universally accepted that triple threat matches are no DQ count out? No count out. It doesn't have to be this way. We have talked about this. Agreed.
Good question.
Agreed.
How else would you do it? You got.
Why is it
why can't it just
default
be the? Yeah. Why can't it be the rules between the three of them? I don't understand why someone else can bring a gun to the ring and shoot you.
That has nothing to do with that.
No DQ?
There's no rules in a triple threat match. Why?
So I got a great suggestion and solution for this. Okay, Brad? Take all your big car money that you make out of selling all these cars.
What is this?
Buy a promotion like Tony Khan and make your own fucking rules.
I would make it my rules. I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna will it into existence. What do you think, Adam?
Yeah.
Why is it no DQ?
I'm curious why that's always been like that. I don't know if it's a WWE thing or
has it always been that way or in the last 15 years? I don't know.
Well, name one match that's been a triple threat that has not been like that.
I don't remember. Can we go back and check?
Yeah.
Let's go
Right.
WrestleMania 3. What triple threat match was on there? Probably none.
He probably knows it.
What about you, Devin? Funny, huh?
Yeah, I don't understand why the triple threat match is really no DQ, honestly. My favorite triple threat matches were always the three-way dance from ECW, where one person gets eliminated. And I feel like if there was a disqualification, then that person would just be eliminated.
There you go. There are other versions. Good. Devin. James, what did you say?
That's a good point, Devin.
Oh no, I don't really get the I understand that it is I guess no DQ. I really don't understand why it's defaulted that way. But I kind of get it, you know.
Yep. All right. So Ben Jones also has another question.
Answered that twice.
Would you have liked for WrestleMania 30 to have been held at the Madison Square Garden?
Nah, wider arena, bigger arena.
Can't do it, right?
It doesn't matter. I wasn't there, so it don't matter where it's held.
Let's say you were able to buy tickets and it was in your hometown. No one could afford them. That's the problem with that.
Well, if I was going to be going, I'd want to be in my hometown.
I'm just saying, you know how much it would be if WrestleMania was in an arena right now? Look at what I paid for a freaking stadium seat that wasn't on the floor. By the way, they have the show. You get the same seat as mine for $86.
But it's WrestleMania, baby.
I should have waited.
How
You
much
wouldn't have waited though. You would have sold it because you didn't wait. You should have waited for it, but you sold that one.
What's that?
Did you kind of brag about it a little bit at work? How much?
Brag about what?
Time you had? Did
The
anybody
seats?
ask? No. How much of a good time you had?
Yeah, I've been talking about it for 3 days. Anybody think it should have been there? No. All right. Randy Alcaray wants to know,
Oh boy.
friend of the show. Do you think the streak ending will overshadow the consequences Daniel Bryan had to go through to win the title that night, and what WrestleMania 30 would be remembered for in the history? Fair question.
Yeah, I think the streak ending definitely made a big
I think it
impact.
added to it a special night. Should it have happened? Shouldn't have happened? I don't know.
It's a bigger weight than just a special night. It's not like grouped into, oh, this is what happened at this Mania. I think that upset weighs a lot more than, oh, this is just part of Mania. You know, like Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, that was part of Mania. Oh, but Cody won. Like, but to say like the Undertaker beating the streak was or losing the streak is like, I did part of Mania. I think there's a lot of weight attached to that.
If you go to somebody and say, when you think about WrestleMania 30, what do you think?
I think of Daniel Bryan. I think of Yeselmania.
I think it's gonna be the end of the streak.
I think of WrestleMania. I think of Daniel Bryan because it was big, important to me. What do you think?
The Miracle on Bourbon Street.
Yeah, I saw you had your hand up, man.
So the whole no DQ deal, triple threat. Well, I've been trying to read it, and I just found something that makes sense. So, if there's 3 guys in the ring and one guy does something to get disqualified, who wins the match?
Boom. That's good, guy. That's good.
You go through the other 2.
Yeah, but if it's DQ, match is over. So who wins?
The champion keeps his title.
What if there's no champion involved?
All right, so just disqualify one of them. You can make it work. Again, you can just. So I'll just bring my whole family to the ring. Samoan.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Spend them all so long, farewell, and they just like one by one leave.
Hey, so fun fact: very next WrestleMania, Daniel Bryan was also in the very opening match of WrestleMania.
Devin, did you have anything to answer there?
Can you repeat the question? We've talked about like a few things.
It's about the Undertaker. Did it overshadow it? What do you think about it?
Yeah. So to me, I always think of WrestleMania 30 as Daniel Bryan winning it all.
Me too.
I think of the Undertaker's streak as something as its entire own thing. Where I don't remember that at WrestleMania 30, Brock beat the Undertaker. I just remember Brock's the one that beat the streak or ended the streak.
All right, cool. I got one more.
I remember the very first thing. Rock, Stone Cold, and Hogan all been in the ring together, and Hogan called it the Silver Dome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like
Shout out, Brian.
Shout out.
I got one more question, guys, and this is from friend of the show.
Is it Debs?
Deb Stanton.
Nice.
Because we got into an argument about it last night. So this question came through at midnight.
Brad can go 3 minutes.
Ask your fucking podcast about it. They'll agree with me.
What am I doing it twice, Adam?
3 minutes. I've seen him.
Take a vote of the crew at Wawa or Sheetz, whatever's close by to you, your favorite gas station. Getting gas. Do you stay at the pump and go into the store? Or do you move into a parking spot, then go into the store? Now, if you all remember my Sheetz experience with the guy that screamed at me.
I usually fill at the pump, like stay at the pump, fill. And if I need to go in, I may just walk in. I've never really like relocated my car. Well, if it's a jaunt, like if it's a journey, I may relocate the car. But like at the pump, go to the gas station, like but stay by the pump.
If I know somebody's waiting, like because some of these places only got like 4 pumps.
Yeah.
So if I'm getting gas and there's somebody like waiting for me to move, I'll move out from in front of the pump. But if I go to Buc-ee's, I'm sitting there all damn day.
Exactly. I assess the situation. If it's a busy time at the pumps and people, I'll move my car. If not, I'm staying. Especially with 12 or 20 pumps open, I'm not moving. All right, go next.
What I do is I pull up to the pump, and because I always got to go inside the store anyways. So I pull up to the pump, go in the store, and get my beer and get whatever else I got to do. And when I get at the register, I say, "Hey, I need $30 on pump whatever."
All right, so she says that's against the rules too.
How's that against the rules?
No, they may.
But how? But if I get
there's no pumping when you're you pump before you just like set the pump and go, or are you paying?
No.
Oh, so you're really cheating.
Yeah.
I pull up to the pump, then I walk into the store, get what I got to get. When I get to the register, I say, "Hey, I need this much money."
So that's the same thing. That's the same thing as just going in. All right, you're just parking there. That's the same thing. Go ahead, Devin.
I do that all the time, no matter where I'm at.
This is going way better than I thought.
I'm the same way as Mike because in New York, it is mandatory for you to prepay if you pay with cash.
Cash?
So, If I pay with card, I just stay right at the pump like James does.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like 3 transactions just to get gas.
So you're there all week. I'll be here all week. That's what Mike says.
No, fuck that. I'm going inside saying, hey, this is what I need. And while I'm in there and doing it, a lot of times I'll just tell whoever's at the register, hey, I need this much money on this pump, and they'll turn it on for me. And William will be at the pump. So
you got everybody working for him.
Yeah, right.
That was fun. Actually, I love that question now because she lost. So that's it for the questions. Back to you, James.
All right. Well, I appreciate the listener questions. And how can you get your questions on your show? Well, you just put them on under the social media posts that we talk about with the upcoming episodes. Brad usually posts what we're going to talk about on the upcoming episodes, and you just reply on that. And I mean, why not ask a question? Because it's your show and it'll get answered. So that being said, I guess it's Adam's apples in disguise.
No idea what the hell that means, but
oh, it's better than last week with the troll.
I had a bunch of
single moms.
sweet jokes for this, but you know.
No, I was out of town for 5 days, so I didn't prepare nothing. WrestleMania was awesome. Glad you had a good time, Brad.
Mm.
The question is, Adam, did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Devin, glad you had a good time out of town, brother.
You got to spend it with Frank.
And I got to meet Frank's roommate, so.
You got to spend it with Sorensen. I mean, it was a hell of a time for you.
Shout out.
But no, it was great, man. Seattle's beautiful. If you've never been, get a chance to go. I got to see Jimi Hendrix, his gravesite, Bruce Lee, Brandon Lee, Space Needle.
Was that like almost in person?
Do I, Bum?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Mike's just doing his thing over here.
My mom told me that I have to go to this Grey's Anatomy store to buy her a T-shirt. So I had to do that. That was on the agenda. Grey's Anatomy.
27 seasons and counting.
And then I found what they use, the building they use for the hospital, which is actually right across the street from the damn Space Needle. So it was awesome, man. And then Phoenix, I had a layover in Phoenix. Got to get lunch with Ephraim.
That's what's up.
Oh, nice.
And probably had one of the best hamburgers I've ever had in my life. Place called Chelsea's Kitchen. And then I got to see my first car that drove itself. Nobody in the vehicle.
Oh, cool.
Fully autonomous.
Nice.
And I had a fit. You could ask him. I was like, what the hell is that shit? I said, you don't see that in Alabama.
Fuck no, you don't see that shit here. Hell, we don't have fucking Uber here, so what the hell?
Better off.
But no, it's a damn good week of wrestling. WrestleMania is coming on. So now what do we have to look forward to, guys?
There's always more. There's always something else coming.
So those are the apples?
Yep, those are the apples. Back to you, James.
Well, what better way to watch them apples than with, something to watch and pay attention to on the screen. And we have Devin back this week. So, Devin, tell us what the hell we're watching because we missed it last week.
All right. So, while I've been gone, the NWA has put on the Hard Times pay-per-view once again. This time, Hard Times 4, where our boy Thrillbilly Silas Mason went one-on-one with EC3 for the heavyweight championship. He unfortunately fell short, but it was a hell of a match. During that pay-per-view, we did have a new light junior heavyweight champion as Joe Alonzo Jr. defeated Colby Carino. Those two had a hell of a street fight back at the Saw main pay-per-view, and this one was, pretty much lived up to that rematch. If you were watching GCW over the weekend, then you saw Blue Kane get defeated by Matt Cardona.
Wait, whoa. It's Blue Pain.
It is.
Oh.
It is. I didn't want to say anything.
I was going to pass that up. I do my little rock expression. Whoa, 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 whoa.
It has to be so he doesn't get sued.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Zack Ryder would come out and help Matt Cardona. The internet blew up calling him Zack Ryder. We all know him as Jimmy Lloyd, though. But it was a cool match. Then also, if you watch the MLW, then you saw the Boom IA Fight Club turn on our boy Alex Kane. And now they're going with AJ Francis.
Can you believe it? Mr. Thomas at 2 Brute.
Yeah. I did not see that coming.
I saw it coming.
With that dude though, like AJ?
Yeah. I saw it coming 2 weeks ago, or two pay-per-views ago.
Hey,
he was also on that NWA pay-per-view.
WrestleMania 31, I got Stardust on my screen.
Great.
I love it. Oh. Well, yeah. I was covering a lot of the smaller companies for my demographic this week. So, back to you, James.
Well, shout out. I'm glad that you kept us in the loop of things that we need to watch. Obviously, whatever Mike's talking about. But so next week.
So let's talk about next week. Unless somebody else has something, I got something special.
Oh,
great.
So as Devin just mentioned, next week, since the WrestleMania weekend is behind us, I say we still continue this watch-along style, but we do with what maybe happened WrestleMania weekend, but not necessarily WWE. Let's go to the collective. Let's go to GCW. Let's talk about Joey Janela's Spring Break 8, and we're going to watch Blue Pain versus Matt Cardona. And the second match we're going to be watching is from Effie's Big Gay Brunch, and it's going to be Bussy, which is Allie Catch and Effie, versus Dirty Breeze, which, as you know him as Dirty Dango and Tyler Breeze.
Are you gonna have YouTube clips for this?
We can watch this. We're gonna watch along. It's gonna be on Fight Plus, which the crew has access to. And if you would like to watch along with us, Fight Plus Triller, you can get a 7-day free, and you can watch it with.
I like free.
Just so you know, you can always get your MLW and your GCW free with Fight Plus, $50 a year.
And you can watch Atomic Legacy Wrestling, which is the local promotion. They're on 5 Plus also.
Yeah, support all these like Premier Streaming or Premier Wrestling Network that we're on has a lot of this great stuff too. Triller, Fight Plus, and IWTV, all great stuff for your independent wrestling scene.
Yeah,
guys, game?
I'm down.
Might as well.
I'm not
We're gonna have a great time.
It sounds like it.
And that is next week. I know. Brian's excited.
Well, here's the thing, Brian. You may have to jump on camera for this. So, lads, it's our 2-year episode. Like before we get to this conclusion, it's the 2-year hoo-ha. If anybody has anything to say, this is 2 years, man. Like it's too fucking who would have thought us 2 years? Like just shooting shit, bullshitting. 2 years? That's a big old milestone. I don't think we encapsulated how big of this milestone was. We don't want to get crazy, obviously, but man, 2 years, guys. I will open the floor to y'all.
Well, okay, so I'll go ahead and...
What are we putting up on the screen here? Is this you, Mike?
That's you, isn't it? Yep. So shout out to our audio listeners. Great stuff there. Love what we're doing on the 2-year. Brian, man, you got shout out Rosie. But yeah, anybody got anything to say?
Listen, I mean, we did.
It's a 2-year, bro. It's a 2-year.
I know it's exciting. We did. I feel like
that.
We did this. I liked it. We had our 100th episode. Now it's our 2 years, so it's kind of back to back. But this is great. We have an anniversary, a second year in the doing this. Like John Albert said, most podcasts don't make it past 5. Here we are with 2 years worth of shows, and I'm not stopping anytime soon. So I want to thank everybody for listening. We do this for you. We do this for us, and we're going to continue to do it. And we want you to tell us what you would want to be in this upcoming year on your show.
Bam! Good words.
Yeah, I kind of little piggyback, but not piggybacking like you guys piggybacking on me off the whole "thank you the family" type deal.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you did. So I'm not gonna do that because I did on an 100 episode. This time I'm thinking the fans. Thank you. If it wasn't for you guys, we still wouldn't be here. For one, because you guys are the ones that inspire us to keep on going. You guys are the ones that motivate us to keep on going and putting out another episode. If we didn't get no listeners or no listener questions or no fan base or no signs on Raw right behind John fucking Cena, we wouldn't fucking be here. So thank you to the fans.
Thank you.
And also, I want to say thank you to you guys. James, Brad, Bryant, Devin, Adam. You guys, to me, we got our, little group chat, and we talk about, of course, at all times we talk about the show and this and that. Well, we talk about a lot of personal stuff that goes on. And, we got all our things going on. And then, of course, we got our private conversations that go on. And if it wasn't for y'all, I mean, hey, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for y'all. You guys, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I love you guys. Love the fans. And hey, let's keep on going. That's how we make it work.
Can't say it any better. Hell yeah, Mike.
All right.
Well, no, hey, I want to hear from Brian though. I really want to hear. Well, Adam, you got anything? It's a 2-year, bro. Add something.
I feel like shit.
Hell yeah. Devin?
I can't follow what Mike said. Honestly, everything. I got shit for not saying something good enough for after everyone was thanking their wife, so I'm just gonna cut it there.
I'll say this as someone who started as a fan, listening episode 1 through up to now to getting to be a part of the show behind the scenes, trying to help expand the show how I can. But we can't do it, like Mike said, without the fans. You guys are coming in with questions, watching the clips, giving us what we need for material to help us grow and be better. And, we're really doing this for you guys. And this is also something for us. Brad and James talk about how this is something they look forward to every week. I do too, because it's a chance that I get to come on here and just listen and talk to, 5 guys who I consider, not just my friends, but family now. And I can't thank you guys enough for letting me be a part of this. And, like Mike said, thank you guys as out there listening and watching. And hopefully we keep going on with this. And I'm not going to be like Randy and say 400 or 500 more episodes, but we'll keep this going as long as you guys want us.
Amen.
That is a long damn time. And I'm glad the proudest I am is that you got on camera and said that stuff. So it's not that you're from the background, now you're on the forefront.
That's how special 2 years is, guys.
Right.
You won last week.
Yeah. But I don't do a lot of these. I just usually chime in. So
very true. Bring us home, James.
Man, 2 years. We talked about it. We talk about it. That's what we saw. But no, man, 2 years. Like it's a hell of a thing, man. It's really a feat, to accomplish. I know that we're not the braggy, podcast or anything, because It ain't about us. It's about y'all. Man, 2 years, of helping people out, helping ourselves out, and just doing like trying to put the best foot forward. And that's the main thing I like about us is no matter, every fucking square on this screen, we literally put our best foot forward. And that's the fucking, like thing about life is no matter what the hell comes in your way, no matter what the fuck it is, if you have to walk on burning coals, then take another motherfucking step forward. Like, cause in 2 years, we haven't, we haven't sold out or changed or done anything. We have improved, but we haven't like lost the true sense of self. And I think that when people listen to us and they get that like relaxation or ease of trouble and all that stuff, they just kind of get to relax with themselves. They don't have to put on a front, put on an image, and have to like fake it till you make it. They can just fucking sit back and relax. And I think the best thing that we do is we sit back and relax. And I'm so fucking proud about 2 years. Not to get too crazy emotional because I don't have no eye drops, so I ain't gonna cry. But man, I'm very, very proud of what we're doing. I hope everybody enjoys it. Man, there's a good group of people here, and every single individual person is fucking amazing. And this is a really good group. The Kick Out crew on the screen on the podcast are fucking phenomenal guys. And if you need anything, reach out to them because we've been there. We are you. Like we've been there, and we've life got us down, and guess what we did? We fucking kicked out at two. And we've taken every step forward. And you know the reason why we're at 2 years of an episode or a 2 year episode? Because we always knew that there was a brighter, the light is down the tunnel, but you got to go get that light. And that light ain't going to come to you. Don't be woe is me. Conquer every fucking thing that's ever put in your path. Be sure to persevere, never give up. And hey, sometimes, things get troublesome. But when life pins you down, you fucking kick out at two. Every fucking time. No excuses. Because here's the thing. Just because you halfway kick out doesn't mean it's all honky dory. You got to keep climbing that mountain. But the fact of the matter is, you kicked out. So be sure to take that next step and never, ever, ever give up. And if you feel like you're about to give up, you got 5, 6, 7 motherfuckers here that are willing to help you because life is better with you in it. And don't ever think it's worse, because every breath you take, and every heartbeat you make is that means something to other people. And you may not realize that, but it's the truth. So never, ever think you're alone in this world because why not? You got your show, So kick out at 2. Be sure to check out your show. And hey, if you love what we're doing, be a friend and tell a friend. And like McAfee says, be a friend and tell a friend something positive because you never know. It may change their life. That's what we try to do. Improve them lives. And maybe change it for the better. Put a goddamn smile on that face. And I guess that's all I got. Happy 2 years. Thank y'all for being on the ride. And let's keep it going. Why the fuck not? And that being said, I guess a better way to end it than with goodbye. And hey, we'll see you next week. Good. We're here. Hit the wrong button.